2K Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the NBA.
Downtown Milwaukee is seen from the shore of Lake Michigan on a cloudless day. It's Friday night. DA, it's all.
Kevin, thanks very much.
Always looking to bring his guys with him. Thanks, David. Here are the starters for Los Angeles. LeBron and Green make up the backcourt. Caldwell Pope out there with Davis. And it's Howard in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. And for the Bucks, the backcourt comprised of Bledsoe and Matthews. Giannis is the 4 with Lopez the 5. And it's Middleton in at the 3 slot.
Yeah, they call him Dancing Danny Green, and you can see why. Excellent offensive instincts there.
And you talk about the perfect veteran wing player. Danny Green's right at the top of that list. Solid defense, good shooter, and plays within himself.
And out of bounds as the Lakers gain possession. And the Lakers with possession here. LeBron passes to Howard. Feeds it to Davis. The putback controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
Such a great rebounder. Athleticism and length. Dwight Howard knows how to use those gifts that he possesses.
Giannis passes to Lopez. He dishes it to Middleton. Over in the corner, Antetokounmpo. And the officials call him for a 3-second violation. And Greg, the experiences that Danny Green has had over the course of his terrific career, it's hard to match.
I mean, he's won multiple titles in his career, done so in different places with different types of teams. He's seen it all and knows what it takes to succeed.
The kick out to LeBron. Just 5 to shoot. Passes it to Davis. Goes back up. And the rejection by Antetokounmpo.
And Antetokounmpo's 7'3" wingspan, extraordinary. I mean, he's effective in rejecting shots, bothering shots, and stealing the ball.
Lopez with the steal. And now Matthews pushing it up. No one back to stop him. And Davis sends it back. And he recovers it. And Matthews kicks to Bledsoe. Just 4 to shoot. Middleton the pass to Lopez. Good, and the assist goes to Middleton.
A nice job from Lopez to catch and shoot in a fluid motion. And for a guy as big as he is, that's really impressive.
Middleton right side. Back to Bledsoe. In the corner, Middleton with it. High post Lopez. Over Howard. That misses off the backboard. The Lakers have gone 2 of 5 here, making 40% so far to start out the game. To the middle. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass. 6 points for Howard.
Yeah, first and foremost, he's a pass-first team player. It's Caldwell Pope. Love seeing that.
And it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Antetokounmpo. Greg, did you know when you were playing that you'd eventually want to call games, be in the broadcast table?
Kevin, no idea. I didn't have any clue. And quite honestly, didn't really think that there was a career that one could have in terms of broadcasting. You know, because cable was just kind of coming on as I was retiring. You didn't have your own network and the things that we take for granted now. So looking back on it, no, but boy, am I glad I did.
I am glad you did too. You probably don't remember this. Doc Rivers and I were doing a game. You came over to say hi to the 2 of us. Went back out on the floor. Doc nudges me and said he'll be great in TV someday. So we saw it then.
He's a good mind. The man knows what he's talking about.
Robin Lopez is checked in for Giannis Antetokounmpo. And then for Los Angeles, Markieff Morris is checked in for Davis. Alex Caruso comes in for Kentavious Caldwell-Pope. Rajon Rondo subbed in for LeBron. Rondo can't get it to go. Bucks trail by 8. Lopez right side. Ilyasova passes to Lopez. No good that time. And it's the Lakers the other way. Nice passing here by Los Angeles. Caruso kicks to McGee. And he can't extend the lead to double digits. Bucks have gone just 1 for 5 from the field to start the quarter. Ilyasova can't hit. And here are the Lakers. They're on a 10-2 run here. Morris outside for 3. And it's Connaughton with the rebound. They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket.
Pass to Ilyasova. That shot missing. Good work defensively by Morris. Lakers leading by 8. And pushing it up. Here's Los Angeles. .24 seconds left here in the first quarter. McGee the pass to Morris. Rondo kicks to Caruso. A 3-ball. The rebound by the Bucks. On the wing, DiVincenzo. Here's Lopez. No good on the last second attempt there. And so it's Los Angeles in the driver's seat, up 8 points at the end of the quarter. They've been playing some. This is what Giannis Antetokounmpo recently told us when he was.
For me personally, I just want to know.
And for Giannis, Greg, the consistency from range has been a focal point.
The more accurate he is from outside, the wider the driving lanes become, making him nearly impossible to stop.
And for those of you just tuning in, the second quarter of action is where we're at right now. And guys, let's get your take on the scoring breakdown for the Lakers.
Guys, right from the start, it's been apparent they're determined to establish a presence in the paint.
The other thing that's helped them early tonight are the points they've been able to convert off turnover.
And now, brought to you by Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset our lineups. Setting the floor for the Bucks. We've got Williams, Dante DiVincenzo. He's out there with Hill. Then there's Kyle Korver. And it's Lopez in at the 5 down low. On the sideline, let's catch up with Hall of Famer David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin. Well, if you just look for a few minutes at Giannis Antetokounmpo on the court, you know why he's called the Greek Freak. But it's the drive that makes him an MVP. He said, people try to make it complicated. Life is simple. You know what you want, go get it. Do what it takes every day, and don't lie to yourself. Guys, I hope you understand I'm being truthful in all of these reports. Back to you.
Love the intensity. David, thank you. Big group substitution here for Milwaukee. Brook Lopez is checked in for Lopez. Antetokounmpo comes in for Marvin Williams. Chris Middleton's checked in for Dante DiVincenzo. And it's Eric Bledsoe in for Hill. Big group substitution here for the Lakers. And Anthony Davis is checked in for Markieff Morris. Caldwell Pope comes in for Kyle Kuzma. Danny Green, he's checked in for Alex Caruso. And LeBron subbed in for Rajon Rondo.
And on an open look like that, he's very gifted at making the weak coverage pay.
Whistle blows, bucket is good, and he'll have a chance at the line to make it a three-point play. So it'll be Kentavious Caldwell-Pope shooting. It's going to be on Kyle Korver. Milwaukee making a switch here. Matthews is checked in. Howard's checked in for Los Angeles. You know, Greg, we know there's some power finishers in the NBA like Giannis Antetokounmpo, but he complains a lot that he needs to sell contact rather than muscle through it. How do you evaluate those kind of power finishers in the game?
Well, I mean, there's still power will always play a role, especially when you can add in quickness and athleticism. And I think you start right there with Giannis. I mean, he's kind of epitomizes that. LeBron obviously is still in that category. And a guy like Kawhi Leonard, he can send you into the stanchion when he gets going downhill as well.
Middleton right side. Bank shot, no good.
Wide open, and still, surprisingly, he wasn't able to cash in.
For 3, Caldwell-Pope. And again, the Lakers, no good. Bucks trail by 12. And now, here comes Antetokounmpo leading the break. Good on the shot.
Boy, I love the unselfishness there. I mean, if you're open, Antetokounmpo, make sure you get the ball.
And a wide open look for James. Los Angeles with another miss. Milwaukee's gone 0-2 from deep here in the second.
Giannis Antetokounmpo has said he doesn't want people calling him the MVP because he doesn't want to relax. He said he fears failure, so he has got to get better.
Watch out now. When this guy gets into a rhythm, it is something to behold.
The three from LeBron. It's good on the putback.
Cannot leave Howard alone on the offensive glass. When you do, he's making you pay for that mistake.
Here's Giannis. It's not going to go for him. And the Lakers take it the other way. Well, Greg, there's been some debate. What do you think? Is Giannis the best player right now in the world?
I tell you what, if there's a conversation, he has to be in it. You know, some people might go with Kawhi, Kevin Durant. He's coming back. LeBron James is there as well. But Giannis is probably the guy to lead that conversation.
Looking at who's out there now for the Bucks. Ilyasova comes in for Giannis Antetokounmpo, and it's Pat Connaughton in for Chris Middleton.
Just a solid performance on the interior. The rebounding has been off the chart.
Yeah, you look across the board, it's actually sizing up, shaping up to be a great game. I mean, strong performances throughout, and they've really been strong on the glass.
Outside Matthews. And the basket is good, and he's got a chance here for one more at the line.
Much respect to Matthews for his focus. I mean, you can't tie this guy down. I mean, he's excellent at scoring through contact.
And the Bucks making a change here. Williams is checked in. Big group substitution here for the Lakers. Morris is checked in for Howard. Kyle Kuzma comes in for Caldwell Pope. Alex Caruso is checked in for Green. Rajon Rondo is subbed in for LeBron.
So smooth, so fluid, effortless, yet powerful. When Davis gets positioning like that, he's trying to dunk it.
Caruso, the pass to Kuzma, and stolen by Williams. Pass to Connaughton. Now here's Williams. 44 seconds left now here in the second. Oh, that's blocked.
Upping his intensity on the defensive end. Love to see that. Kuzma uses his length and athleticism to challenge and alter shots.
Williams comes with a double team, and there's the pass to Caruso. Morris against Williams. Takes a three. Morris, no good.
He is single-handedly dropping the temperature in here with that cold streak.
And he's got to find other ways to contribute them because his shot making is not happening right now. There you go. Relentless pursuit of the ball. I love it. He never stopped working.
Los Angeles with another miss. Two on the clock and contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. It's on Rajon Rondo.
It's a major challenge trying to contain Bledsoe. I mean, when he's being aggressive, he puts the defense in a tough spot.
And so he hits both. And that'll do it for the first half. A competitive game so far. Lakers. Thanks, David. And we'll be back shortly following halftime to get the third quarter underway.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hello, basketball fan. And, of course, the duo of Anthony Davis and LeBron James in action for the Lakers. Kenny, when's the last time there was a duo this? And that's a wrap.
And after a fairly even first couple of quarters, the second half could turn out to be a great one as both teams try to gain an edge. One of the stories here, Dwight Howard getting it done today.
The way he was able to finish on the block was incredible there in that first half.
Yeah, you know what? I think he's doing exactly what he has to do. Using his body, shaking off contact, and then finishing at the rim.
Taking a look at the Lakers. LeBron and Green make up the backcourt. Howard is out there with Davis, and it's Caldwell Pope in at the three. No good from Howard. Bucks trail by three. And oh, here we go. Lopez has got it, the fast break chance. Over James. The putback controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
Hey, I've always said rebounding is timing and tenacity, but if you got long arms, that helps too, and the Greek Freak has plenty of reach.
It's a great move, and he catches the defense completely off guard.
Yeah, if that's a harbinger of things to come, he's looking at having a very big second half.
The shot by Antetokounmpo. Nobody around. Finds himself wide open and drills it. And so James will bring it up for Los Angeles. They've held a 12-point lead earlier.
And although it seems like KCP will never be a huge factor on offense, he can still give you valuable points and also that spacing he can provide out on the floor.
Yeah, I agree with you there, and it's a valuable tool kit that he has because he can provide some playmaking and shot making and spacing of the floor. And he's also become more efficient as an offensive player. But he does know and recognize that his strength is at the defensive end, his athleticism, mobility, and versatility. And offense is tertiary to his contributions.
And Middleton kicks to Antetokounmpo. That one's good. The Laker lead is cut to just 1 point on the basket for Middleton.
Middleton's so good under pressure. He's always composed and under control.
Caldwell Pope passes to Davis. The dunk and the foul. A powerhouse move, and he's got a chance for one more at the line. It goes on Chris Middleton. And some changes here for the Bucks. Dante DiVincenzo comes in for Wesley Matthews. And it's Hill in for Eric Bledsoe. The Lakers also with a sub. Kyle Kuzma's checked in for Dwight Howard.
You know, with that combination of strength and length, Davis can easily overwhelm defenders and get himself to the foul line.
It's back to Hill. Dishes to Lopez. Good. The assist goes to Hill. Lopez has got his second bucket of the night.
Lopez is not the fastest guy coming out of the screen as a roller, but when he gets a step, he's hard to slow down.
A little over 2.5 minutes off the clock in this final half of play. Hill kicks to DiVincenzo. Releases. It's hauled in by Los Angeles.
You know, the fact is he's not a lock from there, but he was open enough to where he should have hit that shot.
Bucks trail by 4. Middleton on the wing. He's guarded by Caldwell Pope. Kept alive.
No doubt it's been a bit of a struggle for him here in this quarter in terms of scoring.
To the paint. Davis takes the assist and lays it in. Picked out the pass nicely. Davis has got 9 points here in the second half. To the inside. Here's Lopez. Lays it up off the glass. Flattening the lottery odds, Greg. Do you think that's worked out as intended?
You don't hear as many predictions about who's going to get the 1 pick or the 2nd pick. I think that's good for the players and the fans. You don't want anyone rooting for you to lose.
No, absolutely not. He was all alone on that one. And the Lakers lead by 7.
And there isn't a lot that they're doing well right now defensively. They just seem to be disconnected defensively in the second.
DiVincenzo passes to Antetokounmpo. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. Lakers have gone 6 of 9 from the floor here in the second half. They've got to be happy with that. Back to Kuzma. He feeds it to Davis. It's stolen by Antetokounmpo. 44 seconds left to play in the third. Back to Lopez. Goes up. No good off the back of the rim.
Boy, great effort on defense there against a guy who typically makes that.
Kuzma outside. His three-pointer is off the mark. Bucks trail by 7. They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need a basket.
Boy, he is so dangerous from this area, guys. Even when Giannis is defended tightly, he powers through it.
Los Angeles has gone 1 of 2 from beyond the arc since coming out of the break. The shot off that time. Stolen by Caldwell Pope.
Yeah, I don't want to dismiss the defensive chops of Antetokounmpo. I mean, he is so good at handling himself.
Anthony Davis firing on all cylinders for the Los Angeles Lakers. He finishes with 9 points in the quarter. The D is having all sorts of problems with him. And we'll be back with you shortly. And how about a look now at our assist of the game? Brought to you by State Farm.
And definitely deserving of the prize tonight. How about the read he made here, looking like a point guard, putting the pass right on the money.
Terrific versatility coming from a big man. Not something that the majority of big guys possess.
And with 3 quarters behind us, we start the 4th quarter in what is still anybody's ball game. We've got Antetokounmpo, Ilyasova out there with Kyle Korver. Then there's Bledsoe, and it's Connaughton in at the 2 spot. That's the group for Milwaukee right now.
And, you know, even though they're on top, they're winning. I mean, they could use more from him. Trying to shut the door on this one.
Down it goes. Nice one there from Antetokounmpo.
The defense not putting up any fight on the inside. They've allowed 10 straight points in the paint.
That's not the kind of streak you want to be part of defensively. Tighten it up, fellas.
Here's Kuzma. And the Lakers with another miss.
That's one he knows he should have drained.
Connaughton passes to Giannis. Gets it to drop, and now he's shooting at a 5-for-8 clip.
Nicely done. They continue to attack inside, and that's 10 points in a row in the paint.
If you can't stop it, here it comes. I'm right at you.
Back to McGee. Inside. And Kuzma gets it to go on the assist by McGee. Kuzma's got his first bucket in this one. And so Antetokounmpo will bring it up for the Bucks. They trail by 3. Kuzma against Ilyasova. Antetokounmpo. And the shot goes in.
And 10 of their last 12 coming off assists.
Marvin Williams is checked in for Milwaukee. Matthews comes in for Pat Connaughton. And then for the Lakers, Dwight Howard. He's checked in for JaVale McGee. And it's Caldwell Pope in for Markieff Morris.
You know, growing up in Greece, Giannis Antetokounmpo was so poor, he and his older brother, Thanasis, had to share a pair of tennis shoes. I mean, how about how far he's come since then? Now he's the first foreign-born player ever with his own Nike signature shoe.
Giannis passes to Korver. Here's Antetokounmpo. Second chance effort. Outside for Bledsoe. High arcing shot. Count it. Good.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Yeah, and that's 4 straight field goals now they've allowed from point-blank range. Can't happen.
Oh, just solid on the one-handed slam.
And guys, when it's a tight ball game like this, he's the guy they want with the ball.
Somebody you can count on. He is an extremely reliable finisher.
Bledsoe kicks to Matthews. Nice ball movement by Milwaukee. Shot clock at 5. Swiped away. Kuzma with it. Now defended by Korver. Here's Caruso. Caldwell Pope with a wide open look. Again, the Lakers.
And Clark, they say back in Greece, all of Giannis's basketball shoes were hand-me-downs from his teammates.
Greg, nothing like not having enough to drive you to get more. I mean, clearly, you think about Giannis and his background and where he is now, he and Thanasis oftentimes would take turns playing in the game, swapping the same pair of shoes. Those days are long behind both of them. Yeah, Matthews so confident in these spots. I think he loves making these big shots.
1:36 left to play here in the 4th. Now here's Korver. And it's sent back by Howard.
Get that weak stuff out of here around Howard. Return to sender is what he stamped that one with.
Outside for Korver. Giannis has a 2-pointer. Kuzma with the defensive effort.
Boy, he's got to be kicking himself for failing to make that shot. That's money.
Outside Rondo. Down low. All sorts of time. It's in!
Boy, it's a scary sight when Howard starts lighting it up like this.
Bucks have gone 5 for 9 from the field in the final quarter so far. And wrestling for it there, but no one has possession. We'll have a jump ball. And now let's revisit that exceptional mobile one block.
And he's all over that shot. Has it read the whole way and gets the position he needs to make a play.
So it's the Lakers now. One thing we've seen from these guys is excellent passing.
No doubt about it. It's fun to watch the way they're operating as a team right now. They are all in sync.
Antetokounmpo up top. Guarded by Kuzma. Here's Williams. Outside for Bledsoe. Back to Williams. Outside Korver. Over in the corner, Matthews. 4 on the shot clock. Here's Giannis. And he goes right over Kyle Kuzma and slams it down.
And you can't get a bigger bucket than that.
Well, that was 1-2. He wanted the ball. Nobody else was taking that shot.
Here's Caruso. From outside, off the mark. Now Williams. And so it's the Lakers who come out on top here. They break the hearts of every fan. All right, David, thank you. And that'll do it, folks.
2K Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the NBA.
Up next, the Clippers taking on... Welcome to 2K Sports for a... Hey, Dave.
Kevin, thank you very much. Last season...
You're right, Dave. That is scary. Thanks for that one. And the Clippers starting five. They've got Morris. Paul George is out there with Patrick Beverley. Then there's Kawhi Leonard. And it's Zubats in at the 5 down low. And for the Lakers, LeBron and Green make up the backcourt. Caldwell Pope out there with Anthony Davis. And it's Howard in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. And Morris throws it down.
Well, at a healthy 235, Marcus Morris is pretty good at throwing his weight around, especially on the glass.
Here's James. Knocks it loose. George against Green. Great D that time from Green. And Paul George, Doris, kind of a late bloomer coming up in high school. His older sister used to give him the business on the blacktop. Of course, eventually, he found his stride, and the rest is history.
It took some encouraging from older sis and his high school coach, who actually had to threaten him with running suicides to get the guy to shoot more. And think about it. This guy plays his college basketball at mid-major Fresno State. That's really where he got onto the NBA radar.
Leonard, no luck.
Boy, having a hard time making shots. Just 1 for 4 to start this game.
Morris with the block.
Well, Marcus Morris, the frame and the length to block shots. That's pretty.
And I like to see this. They're calling his number early, and he's delivering.
They know that if this guy goes off, their chances of winning rise exponentially.
Zubac, the tip in on the offensive rebound.
Nice tip in there. I mean, he's got like a sixth sense in terms of where the miss is going to go. That is really a talent.
And the rejection by Leonard. Here's George. He's just scored his first basket with that shot, making him 1 for 4.
Well, Paul George routinely making these difficult shots look easy. He's showing how dominant he truly is.
Caldwell Pope dishes to Davis. Back to Caldwell Pope. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line.
And really the defense fouling there to prevent the layup, but that's exactly what you need to do.
Lakers shooting their first free throws here for the night.
Definitely an area where they can improve. Only 73% as a team from the line last year.
He's perfect from the line this time.
Yeah, much improved foul shooter. KCP also starting to get to the line at a higher rate.
George with no one around. George missing again.
And this quarter, he has clearly been off the mark.
Caldwell Pope finds Green. Back to Caldwell Pope. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Just over 2.5 minutes played here so far in the first quarter.
Well, this has been one of the staples of Dwight Howard's game. Get on the glass on the offensive end and finish it.
Outside, George jacks up a 3. The rebound by Caldwell Pope.
Boy, what a nightmare quarter for this guy. He's playing right into the hands of the defense at this point.
Beverly against James. To the middle. It's stolen by Morris. Here's George. That's good, and it's Leonard with the assist. George has got his second basket.
With that now, only 2 of 7 to start the game. Not the start he was hoping for.
Howard's shot is good. Greg, you've always said to have a winning team, you need franchise players. Talk about the specific qualities you look for in those superstars that can catapult a team to greatness.
It's a great question, Kevin. Talent really isn't enough. You know, whether you lead vocally or by example, the agenda has to be winning, and your best players really define who your team is going to be. So the franchise caliber player is a much needed asset.
Off target with his 3.
Well, when you've been struggling as he has, you love that your teammates have really stepped up and taken the challenge.
And it's out of bounds. The Lakers able to retain possession here.
Gets a finger on it, but just can't quite come up with the steal.
But a really good read on his part, being disruptive at the defensive end right now.
Kyle Kuzma's checked in for the Lakers. And the Clippers making a change here as well. Harrell's checked in. Here's George. Following the basket by LeBron James. From deep. And Paul George with the 3. George has got a couple of threes now in the first for the Clippers.
I'll tell you, his ability to stretch the floor is crucial to this team. Pretty play.
A three-pointer is right on target. George has got 13.
Their third three-pointer in a row.
Davis finds James. Back to Davis. Yes, it's James picking up the assist.
And of the last 6 baskets, 5 have come on the interior. This is just smash mouth physical basketball, guys.
Here we go, one-on-one. Green, the pass to Kuzma. Caldwell Pope outside. Passes to Davis. Misses from close range. That shot off the mark. Paul George, he's been the guy making things happen for the LA Clippers. He delivered 9 points from... Earlier tonight, we spoke with Paul George about how they've integrated all the talent on this team.
Everybody has a chip on their shoulder.
Greg, that last point is key. This team plays lockdown defense.
And that's a big part of their identity. Most teams talk about being well balanced. This team lives it.
And we hope you're enjoying the game. Both teams tonight keeping things pretty even so far in the scoreboard. And before we move on, what do you guys think about what we've seen so far from the Clippers?
Well, you can see these guys are unafraid to take chances defensively.
Well, very disruptive in that first period. They never allowed the offense to get comfortable.
Markieff Morris is out there with JaVale McGee. Then there's Kyle Kuzma. That's Rajon Rondo. And it's Caruso in at the 2 spot. That's the Laker 5. And let's catch up with our sideline reporter, David Aldridge.
Kevin, good evening. The Clippers were picked by many to win the title last year. Now, they didn't get it done, but Kawhi Leonard is not concerned. He said, we've just got to keep getting better, keep fighting. It's about the right team peaking at the right time. Guys are hoping this season their talent and their fight will win out. Back to you.
We will see. Good stuff, D.A. Thanks. Harrell with it. Guarded now by Morris. Here's Williams. Finished off the break.
Montrezl Harrell, opportunistic with his defense, makes a play there.
Well, you know, teams look for +6s. Players whose wingspans exceed their height by a half foot. Montrezl Harrell is a 6'7" player with a 7'4" wingspan. If you're struggling with the math, ladies and gentlemen, that's a +9.
And Morris drops them both. And between his length and his athleticism, Montrezl Harrell well suited for that role of small ball center, Greg, in today's NBA.
Yeah, I mean, he's fearless. Even giving up a few pounds, a few inches, he'll go right at you and making steady improvements as a rebounder year over year.
The tray. That shot, no good. And the Clippers will go the other way with it. Now here's Williams, guarded closer. Here's Shamet. No good from outside. And Caruso's got the ball here for the Lakers. Only giving up 2 points this quarter. Green with the block. And he's able to get it back. Up again. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
Taking back the lead once more. Give these teams credit. Man, they are battle.
Neither team willing to give an inch, and neither able to seize the momentum. This has been a fascinating one to watch.
No shortage of drama here early on.
Yeah, 8 lead changes already. Huge number this early.
Morris dishes to Rondo. Lakers passing it around and out of bounds as the Clippers gain possession. And some changes here for the Lakers. Dwight Howard's checked in for JaVale McGee. Davis comes in for Morris. And it's LeBron in for Kyle Kuzma. Leonard, he's checked in for the Clippers. He's now 1 for 2 with that bucket.
Now, this is a small forward who, because he's 230 pounds, can hold his own down in the low post. That is nicely done.
Rondo kicks to Caruso. Rondo passes to Davis. Rondo against Jackson. Rondo dishes to Davis. The Lakers need to get a shot off here. And finished off by Davis.
And all Davis needs is the right positioning. Once he's established, dunking becomes easy.
Leonard on the wing. Fires for 3. And the rebound goes to Rajon Rondo. The Lakers trail. And a wide open look for James. Off target from outside. Clippers have gone 3 of 8 from the field since the beginning of the second quarter. Jackson finds Williams. And no good. So the Lakers will take it the other way. No No good from Howard. The Clippers shooting the ball at 42%. To the inside. Here's Shamet. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. And Montrezl Harrell, a fiery competitor, plays the game doors with a lot of emotion.
He does, Kevin. You think about his time playing in Houston, he struggled a little bit. He stewed on the bench, got a reputation as a little bit of a hothead. But look what happens in a new system in LA. The chemistry with Lou Williams. He settles him down a little bit. This city and this organization and his teammates have brought out the best in him.
Yeah, liking the vision there from Caldwell Pope, looking to get his guys going when they're open.
The 19-foot shot, and it's Beverly missing. Lakers have gotten a little under 50% of their second quarter shots to find the mark. 4 of 9 all told. And now the Clippers on the break. 3 seconds separate the shot clock and game clock. Back to Shamet. George, that's a 2-pointer, and he gets it to go, hitting off the back of the rim. George has got 15 points.
You've got to be prepared on the catch to release quickly, and Paul George does that as well as anyone in the league.
The putback, great positioning on the putback.
You know, we talk about it all the time, guys. Those second chance buckets, always the result of that extra effort.
The 3 from George. And a close game so far through the first 2 quarters as we reach halftime. Clippers lead by 1. And a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge, standing by courtside. David. Okay, David, much appreciated. And now time for halftime. So we'll be back in just...
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hello, basketball. And you think about how Kawhi Leonard is able to dominate from the wing position at both ends of the floor. Thanks for joining us, folks. We're now just a few minutes away from the start of the third quarter.
And in that first half, we saw a pretty tight battle. We'll soon find out what sort of adjustments were discussed during the half. You look at Paul George in this game, guys, he's been everywhere.
What a menace he was on defense through the first 2 quarters, just disrupting everything.
Well, it was about effort and anticipation. Hard to get into an offensive rhythm when you know this guy is lurking.
All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups courtesy of Gatorade for the second half of basketball. So for the Clippers right now, they've got Ivica Zubac. Marcus Morris is out there with Kawhi Leonard. Then it's Paul George, and it's Beverly in at the 1. Greg, how special was it for you that you had your number 50 retired at UNLV?
You know, that's something that I can honestly say. As a kid, you dream about a lot of things, winning, playing at the highest levels. That's something I never really fathomed, is to have your jersey hanging up in an arena. That was a surreal moment, a really cool moment, and it was awesome to be able to share it with my family and friends.
And people probably don't know that you grew up in Las Vegas, so it was probably doubly special, wasn't it?
Exactly. Born and raised.
For the 3. That doesn't go either for George.
They've been the better rebounding team by a healthy margin, but it hasn't been enough.
They kick it out to Green, down low. Here's Howard. Dishes to Davis. And it's Davis with the jam.
Yeah, still commanding a lot of defensive attention. Howard just keeps his head up and finds the open man.
And here's George for 3. Drills the 3-pointer. George has got the lead up to 7 now for the Clippers.
Boy, excellent start to the second half. They've missed just once in 5 attempts.
Leonard finds George. From deep 3-point range. Kicks it out to Leonard. From deep. And there's George. That's good on the assist by Leonard. Leonard's got 3 assists tonight. It's Caldwell Pope with the drive.
And that quick first step that Caldwell Pope possesses is lethal. Drawing the contact there thanks to his aggressiveness.
He's gone 2 for 2 at the line so far.
And at the line last year, he was good on about 77% of his attempts.
Looking at who's out there now for the Lakers. JaVale McGee's checked in for Howard. Kyle Kuzma comes in for Davis. Alex Caruso is checked in for Green. Rajon Rondo subbed in for LeBron. Kuzma kicks to Caldwell Pope. Here's Caruso, defended by George. Here's McGee, and it's McGee with the jam.
Well, known for being a terrific passer, he shows you right there. Case in point.
George from deep three-point land. Offensive rebound. Jackson up top, outside. George lets it go from deep. Clippers working now with the new shot clock. Shoots the three. George missing again. Lakers trail by 6, and it's the Lakers on the break. Here's Caruso. The shot, no good. Some solid defense there from Jackson. Clippers have gone just a bit under 50% from the field since halftime, 5 out of 11. And again, it's the Clippers missing. Lakers have gone 3 of 6 in the third quarter, 50% from the field. Caldwell Pope passes to Kuzma, and there's the whistle on the shot. And it looks like, yep, it's a coach's challenge on the personal foul. That triggers a replay review by the officials.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Greg, indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replays, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving and how fast the action really is and how hard it can be sometimes, you know, Greg, to make the right call. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in error. So they have determined, Greg, to overrule the original call.
And guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review.
From deep three-point range, a rebound by the Lakers.
And even without that three-ball dropping for him, the defense should have done more on that last play.
And that's a little lack of fight at the defensive end.
Absolutely. At least on that slam, you're right. That's one way to let a team back in the game.
Right, you could see on that possession, one side playing with a little desperation, the other side losing focus. What an aggressive mindset in this period. He's starting to take over.
Lakers passing it around. It's stolen by Green. The three from George. Good on the three-point shot. And it's a 12-point Clipper lead.
And they have been relentless from deep. And you see the defense trying to react, but to no avail.
Well, that's the whole point, isn't it? If you space the floor well enough, it's almost impossible for the defense to account for everyone.
Yeah, that's 2 straight three-pointers they've allowed.
And stolen by Harrell. George against Caldwell Pope. Back to George. And too long on the shot.
And he rushed that one, no doubt about it. The D out of position, you could see the frustration on his face.
And so it's the Los Angeles Clippers. Their lead at 15 going into the break. Their defensive mindset clearly focused on clamping down on LeBron James, and their game plan is working.
I want all the bags, I want all the bags.
And 1 quarter to go in a game that to this point has not been an evenly fought contest.
Never fall off, I just fall back.
Clippers leading by 15. LeBron and Green make up the backcourt. Morris is out there with Davis, and it's Kuzma in at the 3 spot. That's the Laker 5. On the wing, Morris drains it from beyond the arc.
Having a lot of trouble stopping the three-point shot.
Out to Morris. Back to Kuzma. Pass to Morris. Inside, Davis. And it's slammed in by Davis.
How about the vision of Markieff Morris? Hits the open man, has a good feel for the game. Boy, this guy can do a lot of things.
Now the pass to Morris. High post, Zubac. Over Davis. Kicks it out to Leonard. Fires the 3. It's hauled in by LeBron.
Well, this has not been his finest hour, but give your teammates some credit for doing the job of stepping in.
And this guy does it all. Davis is as complete an offensive player as we have in our league.
Beverly feeling it out a bit. Pass to Morris. To the paint. Here's Leonard. No good. Kuzma with the defensive effort. Left side, Davis. Kuzma finds Davis. Here's Morris with the second effort. Nice fake, but the layup off the mark. And so Beverly will bring it up for the Los Angeles Clippers. They led by as many as 18 points. And the wide open shot from Morris. The offensive rebound.
Oh, a nice tip in to salvage the points from that missed shot.
Yeah, and those second chance points can add up. And it's Davis finishing it off.
So why does LeBron James have the ball in his hands? Because look at that sixth sense. Wow, what a pass.
Now here's Leonard. Pass to Zubac. That's good, and it's Leonard with the assist. Leonard's got 4 assists in the game. Greg, we see defenses continually adjusting. Analytics favoring threes and dunks. Which teams do you think are toughest to score on at the rim?
You know, it's funny that you think defense in today's era, but if you look at the two teams that were the best in their respective conferences last season, they're the two teams I think protect the rim the best. Milwaukee with Giannis and the Lopez crew, and then obviously AD and LA with the Lakers. Those teams have the versatility on their front line to be able to defend the three and also protect the rim.
I think you've nailed it. And Green is right there. Green's got his first bucket of the night.
Well, Danny Green making an effort on the backboards. That is tireless work.
Beverly wide open. This one for 3. It's good from long range.
Late in the game, up big, they continue to attack.
And as a result, they may be facing just a little bit less resistance right now. They are having their way.
Out of bounds, the Lakers will take possession.
Boy, not sure what happened on that one. Just an unforced error.
The Lakers making a switch here. Howard's checked in, and a switch here also for the Clippers. George is checked in for Patrick Beverly. And that was a great replay we just saw of our mobile one block.
And guys, that's about as good a defensive play as you'll see. Instant reaction to get a hand to the shot. And so just rolling to the finish line now in what has been a very confident looking performance for the Clippers.
At every opportunity, they managed to push the ball and keep the up-tempo game going.
Yeah, I think it paid off, that's for sure.
And what a tremendous standout performance it was for George.
They simply can't stop him right now. This guy playing with passion and focus.
George with the bucket.
Well, you look up at the scoreboard, the time remaining, this game is effectively over.
Well, you have to appreciate the hard work that went into building this lead. They have been terrific all night.
Howard dishes to LeBron. Back to Howard. Howard draws the double. James kicks to Green. 4 on the clock. It's stolen by Morris. There's 39 seconds left in the fourth quarter. The shot by George, no good. Leonard with the steal. Fires the 3. The shot by George, no good.
You know what, though? Sometimes you can be too open. I think it may have surprised him, and that's why he missed.
Davis, the pass to Howard. And Howard with the stuff.
Well, this is what they needed earlier on. At some point, it's too little, too late.
Yeah, but then again, this run came against a team that may have felt it had already won, and you get the sense it let its guard down.
They blow the whistle just as he gets it off. That's 2 points with a chance for another one at the stripe.
The foul couldn't hold Davis down. His scoring ability is just that strong.
Shamet kicks to George. No good on the 3. Got a piece of it. Here's Davis. Off on that one. So the Clippers winning this one easily. A solid win on the road for them, this building. All right, David, great job. Thanks so much. Thank you for joining us. That'll And those are the starting lineups. Lots of interesting matchups tonight. Welcome, fans. Thanks for joining us for this Friday night edition of the NBA on 2K. DA, take it away.
Good evening, Kevin.
What a story. David, thank you. Here are the starters for Milwaukee. Matthews and Middleton, the two wings. Giannis is the 4 with Lopez the 5. And it's Bledsoe in at the point. And for the Clippers, we've got Kawhi Leonard. Ivica Zubac is out there with Morris. Then it's Paul George. And it's Beverly in at the 1. Now, here's Zubac. Passes it to Leonard. Clock at 6. Right side, George. Shoots over Matthews. It's good on the putback.
Challenging the defense at the rim. Something he does very well. Excellent tip in.
And out of bounds as the Clippers gain possession. Plenty of experience, Greg, on the floor tonight. How does that shape what we're about to see, do you think?
You know, Kevin, this is one of those games where guys are going to be smart out on the floor. They're going to be in the right positions to make plays. And honestly, this could come down to who makes the bigger, tougher shots.
And that one goes out of bounds. Last touch by Zubac.
No clue where that pass was going. That is a brutal turnover.
Now here's Bledsoe. Middleton on the wing. There's the triple. Drains it from beyond the arc.
And this is what Middleton does. Hit trades. He's one of the best in the league at helping his team space the floor.
George up top. He's covered by Matthews. And the dunk by Zubac.
Beautiful location on the pass as usual. Led his man perfectly.
Bledsoe outside. The kick out to Matthews. Paul George with the steal. First quarter of play with about a minute and a half gone.
Not quite enough defense that time around. Just lucky he was off.
In OKC, Paul George showed he could be an MVP caliber performer. With Kawhi on the Clippers, he could be that 1B or that 1A.
Shot from 12. The rebound by Middleton. And here's Middleton bringing it up now for Milwaukee. Antetokounmpo kicks to Matthews. Lopez right side. Stolen by Beverly. Leonard against Middleton. George with no one around. That's good, and it's Leonard with the assist.
And PG, you know, he has the versatility to succeed in different roles. Doesn't have to dominate the ball.
Yes, and if anything, he's more comfortable scoring within the flow of the offense. With his all-around impact, doesn't need to force things to make winning plays. But if you need him to, he can.
Beyond the arc. He doesn't hit that one. So Milwaukee will take it the other way.
No doubt he's struggling right now from the field. Let's see if he can get it going this quarter.
For the finish, goes straight through the defender for the dunk. Draws the foul. He'll go to the line. It goes on Eric Bledsoe.
And the focus Paul George has. Outstanding job finding a way to score on physical defense.
Catching up on the changes for Los Angeles. Montrezl Harrell, he's checked in for Zubac. JaMychal Green comes in for Marcus Morris. Landry Shamet's checked in for Kawhi Leonard. Lou Williams is subbed in for Patrick Beverly. Now here is Hill. Just 5 on the clock. Out to the wing. Ilyasova finds Hill. Over Williams. Will not go. This is off the front iron. And first quarter, we're about 3.5 minutes in. Floats it up there for Harrell. That one, no good.
And what should have been a simple pass and finish ends up in a missed opportunity on that alley-oop attempt.
It started off looking good, but the timing was just a little off, and sometimes that's all it takes.
Here's Williams following the basket by George Hill. The 3 from George. And the rebound goes to Lopez.
Well, you know, they're in the lead, but he's still been frustrated from an offensive standpoint.
Great look there from Robin Lopez. Rare to see a big man with that kind of playmaking ability.
George way outside. The Clippers keep it alive. Some nice passing here by Los Angeles. It's off his leg. And the ref's whistling a kick ball. Jackson, he's checked in for George. The Bucks also changing it up. Williams, he's checked in for Ilyasova. And it's Korver in for Pat Connaughton. 50 seconds left in the first quarter of the game.
And he's frustrated. That's a shot he can make in his sleep.
Outside Korver. Right side Williams. Over Green. And there are the Bucks with another bucket. 30 seconds left in the first quarter. Here's Williams. Nothing yet on the scoreboard for him. That's in, and he found his range with that one. Now 1 for 2.
Good recognition by Lou. Sees a crack in the defense, has the speed to exploit it.
Now Hill. Inside. Shoots in deep. And there's the bucket as Williams finishes it off.
And they've scored several times already here in the first quarter on the inside.
8 seconds left to play in the first quarter. Here's Green. That's good. And it's Jackson with the assist that time.
I like when Reggie Jackson is seeking out his teammates. He could have took that shot, but his teammate, he was wide open.
And still a close game as the first quarter comes to a close. Clippers ahead.
Venom.
And when asked to compare himself to LeBron James, Giannis had...
I know if I put the work in, maybe.
And Greg, that's the humble, hard-working approach we've come to expect from Giannis.
You know, he's not interested in putting himself on a pedestal. Enough people do that for him. He just wants to become the best he can be and win rings.
Some good action already in this one, but a fairly even matchup after the first quarter of play. And before we move on, what do you guys think about what we've seen so far from the Clippers?
I mean, offensively, I thought they did a good job of protecting the ball. And defensively, boy, were they disruptive.
Winning the turnover battle here early on, and you see that reflected in the score.
On the court for Milwaukee here in the second. George Hill out there with Dante DiVincenzo. Then it's Marvin Williams. Then there's Robin Lopez. And it's Korver in at the 3, the small forward.
Using his athleticism in the paint, Lou beats everyone to the punch.
And at his peak, Reggie Jackson is one of the better guards in the league. He's still got that confidence.
Yes, he does. Injuries slowed him down, but still able to create his shot anytime he wants.
And there's a whistle. That goes on Landry Shamet. That is his first foul of the game.
Man, it's close, but, you know, didn't get on balance quick enough.
Morris is checked in for the Clippers. The Bucks also with the sub. Giannis Antetokounmpo is checked in for Robin Lopez. 5 on the clock. Taken away by Williams. It's 3-on-3 on the fast break. Korver with the defensive effort.
Unusual for him, just a lack of concentration. Fails to finish the play.
2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. Greg, which team do you think has the toughest offense to stop in the NBA?
You know, in their heyday, it was the Warriors, no doubt about it. Now, though, things are changing a little bit. It's a tough one to say. The Bucks seem to be amazing with what they're doing with Giannis. The Rockets with that 1-2 punch of Harden and Westbrook is incredible. And don't sleep on the Lakers or the Clippers, partner. Right now, there's a few of them out there that I would lose a lot of sleep over trying to prepare to play against.
Yeah, I'm glad you included the 2 LA teams. Antetokounmpo, no good. Los Angeles leading by 4. Here's Leonard. The rebound by Middleton.
I mean, that can happen to anyone, but it's ugly every time it does.
Yes, getting a little ahead of himself on that play.
On the wing, Giannis. Defended by Beverly. Zubac against Giannis. He's now 1 for 2 with that bucket.
And I really marvel at the touch of Antetokounmpo for his size and physique. That's incredible.
Here's Jackson, and the layup's good off the glass. And the Clippers lead by 4.
And that's 10 straight points in the paint. The defense, nowhere to be found.
Here's Antetokounmpo. Good, and the assist goes to Middleton.
How about the effort? You didn't think a little contact would prevent Giannis from scoring, did you?
Jackson passes to Zubac. That shot is off. And Milwaukee the other way now. Morris looking over the floor. Second chance shot. Draws contact on the shot, and now a three-point play chance as he'll head to the line.
Just no resistance on the inside. That's their 5th consecutive make in the paint.
And Los Angeles with some changes. JaMychal Green, he's checked in for Zubac, and Georgia subbed in for Jackson. The Bucks also changing it up. Ilyasova, he's checked in for Antetokounmpo. Matthews comes in for Chris Middleton. And it's Pat Connaughton in for Dante DiVincenzo. George way outside. Good on the triple. George has got the lead up to 8 now for the Clippers.
Showing off his range. Wow, Paul George can hurt you from anywhere on the floor. That's a nice read. The value of keeping your eyes up.
George with the ball. He's got 9. A minute 42 left in the first half. Milwaukee with the rebound. And here is Lopez. Score the basket. Nice shot after missing his first attempt.
A solid playmaker. Bledsoe has the vision to take advantage of an imbalanced defense.
Here's Beverly. Tries again. And Leonard has it in the corner. Down low. Goes back up. And it's sent back by Bledsoe.
And really a high flyer with those go-go gadget arms. Bledsoe right on top of that shot, making an impact at the defensive end.
How about that mobile one block we just saw? Amazing defensive work.
Every basket's a big one in a tight game, and he is not about to give up an easy look.
Here's what the Clippers are going with right now. Harrell, he's checked in for Marcus Morris. Andrew Shin.
Insane move by Paul George, a high flyer who can create in midair.
Now here's Bledsoe. No points in the game yet for him. To the left side wing. The kick out to Matthews. 6 on the shot clock. No good from Bledsoe. Now 8 seconds separating the 2 clocks. Outside, George. And it's George finishing it off.
What an athlete Paul George is, leaping up with such ease on those throwdowns.
Bounce pass from Bledsoe. Ilyasova against Green. The kick out to Lopez. Ilyasova tips it back in.
Hard work and soft hands, guys. That's what made that play possible.
No simple offensive rebound there. Going for the tip in. Here's Williams. And the layup falls. Williams has got 6 points.
Not only is Lou fast, he's tenacious. Feels the contact on the drive, doesn't stop him from completing the play.
Thank you, David. We'll be back after halftime for the start of the second half momentarily.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, welcome back. And Kenny, like Kawhi Leonard, Paul George doesn't show a whole lot of emotion. He lets... Hey.
We played through the first half. Plenty of basketball, though, left in this one. It's been one outstanding game from George.
definitely been challenging the defense here early on, not settling for anything outside.
He's been very effective on the move, forcing the action, getting to his spots, and finishing plays.
And now let's check out the lineups courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go for the second half of basketball. So for the Clippers right now, Morris is out there with Kawhi Leonard. Then it's Patrick Beverley. Then it's Paul George. And it's Zubac in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. The deep three from George. Bledsoe with the rebound. Bucks trail by 6.
The homecoming for Paul George, playing in L.A. with the Clippers. They gave up a king's ransom to OKC. 5 first-round picks and Danilo Gallinari and Shai Gilgeous-Alexander.
Beverly against Bledsoe. From downtown, offensive rebound.
The uncanny ability to time the tip in. He does this night in and night out.
And the foul called on Marcus Morris. That's foul number 2 for him.
And guys, the Clippers were willing to give almost anything for PG because they basically got Kawhi Leonard in the deal as well.
And let's remember, GA, he could have been a Laker. They would have had to trade away the 2nd pick in the 2017 draft, that or Brandon Ingram. Their loss became the Clippers' game.
Back to Jackson. And there's the pass to Beverly. And that one, good. Beverly's got his 2nd basket of the game.
Just 6'1", but not many players more physical than Patrick Beverley.
Hill dishes to Korver. It's back to Hill. Launches a 3. Rebound by the Clippers. Zubac has got his 5th rebound right now in the game. Here's Morris. Great D that time from Middleton.
That was excellent contest, preventing him from making something that's usually automatic.
It's back to Hill. Right side out of the Kumbo. And the dunk by Giannis.
And that move has become second nature for Giannis. Once he establishes position, game over.
Out to Morris. To the inside. Here's Zubac. On the wing, Morris. Defended by Middleton. Morris inside. After the Kumbo's there. Giannis with some nice D. Outside Korver. Shoots from 12. And misses it off the right side of the rim.
Once he gets the ball there, you expect him to capitalize. That was a missed opportunity.
Beverly wide open. Offline with his 3. And there's the call on Patrick Beverly. That's his first foul. You know, winning that championship as you did, Greg, for UNLV, many people don't remember you played much of that season with a broken jaw.
Well, Kevin, I don't remember much of it, to be honest with you. It was pretty hazy. I lost 19 pounds over the course of the season. Championship night, I was 168 pounds.
No kidding.
Yeah. Well, I was wired shut for 8 weeks. Did miss a game, but I tell you what, I don't know if I would do that today, but, you know, it did turn out well with the championship.
As I recall, you broke it against Fresno State, correct?
Yes, got my legs taken out from under me and broke the fall with my face.
Oh,
yeah.
Oh, ouch. Williams kicks to Hill. Back to Williams. The Bucks need to get a shot off here. Antetokounmpo trying to break loose. Misses the jumper.
Not sure if that's the shot you were looking for, but it's a fairly clean look. Almost have to take it.
And when you are as good a shooter as he is, you have to have the confidence to take that shot. It might not always fall.
You know what another option is? Just give the ball up. Let someone else make a play.
George looking over the floor. Trying to end the drought, and it's good on the way out. George has got 15 points.
Excellent concentration from Paul George, overwhelming the aggressive defense with his strength and determination.
It's Giannis with the drive, and that one good.
Talented, driven. He puts constant pressure on your defense.
Los Angeles has gotten off to a very slow start from three-point range in the second half. They're 0 for 4. 2-second difference between shot clock and game clock. Everly for 3, and Chris Middleton pulls it down. Middleton's got rebound number 5 here tonight. For Milwaukee, they have been successful on 3 of their 4 free throw attempts up to this point.
Yeah, last year, collectively, only 74% from the line.
And it's tied up with that one.
I'll tell you, he doesn't give points away. Excellent job from the line.
Williams passes to George. And out of bounds as the Bucks gain possession. Outside Matthews. It's all tied here in Los Angeles. And when we return, we'll get the fourth quarter roll. Well, what a terrific game it's been so far, with this fourth quarter sure to bring more pressure-packed basketball. And Los Angeles guys shooting a mediocre 41% in this one. Setting the floor for the Bucks. Ilyasova at the 4 with Lopez at the 5. Dante DiVincenzo, he's out there with Matthews. And it's Connaughton in at the 3 slot. Pass to Ilyasova. The kick out to Matthews. He dishes it to Lopez. Excellent D there from George. Oh, Leonard in position. Now Matthews to the middle. He's looking for DiVincenzo and finds him. Lopez passes to Matthews. Back to Lopez. Clock at 6. And there's the whistle. Illegal screen.
Much better job of just taking care of the basketball, really putting the onus on the defense.
And the Clippers making a change here. Jackson's checked in. The Bucks also with the sub. Eric Bledsoe's checked in for Pat Connaughton. Poked away. DiVincenzo against Williams. To the paint. Inside, Lopez. Count the bucket, coming off a perfectly placed assist. Lopez has got the lead up to 2 now for the Bucks. Williams in the post, guarded by Bledsoe. And there's Williams. That's good on the assist by Harrell. Harrell's got his 3rd assist on the night. Bounce pass from Bledsoe. Ilyasova finds Bledsoe. He can't get that one, so the Clippers will take it the other way. And now the Clippers on the break. Here's Leonard. Beautiful dish, and the layup goes down. Leonard's got his first points of the night.
The power, the length, the ability to finish. Leonard dominant in that painted area.
Here is Ilyasova.
He's got to be disappointed with himself on that one. He has got to knock those down.
And Leonard gets it to go.
And they're passing the ball very crisply here.
And so it's Bledsoe with it, bringing it up for the Milwaukee Bucks. Trailing by 4. In the corner, it's DiVincenzo. Back to Bledsoe. On the wing, DiVincenzo. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. It's going to be on Montrezl Harrell.
Yeah, good job to take it right at him.
And Los Angeles with some changes. Ivica Zubac has checked in for Harrell. And Marcus Morris subbed in for Jackson. The Bucks also changing it up. Giannis Antetokounmpo's checked in for Ilyasova. And Middleton subbed in for Matthews. Williams against Bledsoe. Here's Zubac. And stolen by DiVincenzo. Giannis dishes to Lopez. Back to Antetokounmpo. That's the 6th make from the field. He's taken 9 shots and missed but 3.
And you want him taking big shots for you in big moments. That one was as easy as it gets.
And I don't think he expected to get that good of a look. Poor communication defensively.
And there's the call on Lou Williams. That's his first foul. George is checked in for Los Angeles. Matthews, he's checked in for Milwaukee. And Bledsoe with the stuff.
And the seasoned veteran, Bledsoe, not afraid to take matters into his own hands and take a big-time shot.
Stolen by Middleton. And oh, here we go. Lopez has got it, the fast break chance. And Giannis gets it to go.
Man, did they need those points. And I bet he's the guy that continues to go for it.
He will use his size, his skills, and his shooting ability to go get this win.
Outside for George. Zubac trying to break loose. That's in, and the Milwaukee lead is cut down to just 1 on the bucket from Paul George.
Paul George loves these situations. The bigger the moment, the more he wants to deliver.
1:14 left in the 4th quarter. Oh, Moore is in position. Stolen by Bledsoe. Now the Bucks moving it up. Middleton leading the charge.
And this is why he gets paid the big bucks. Middleton enjoys coming through in the clutch.
Williams kicks to George. Williams trying to break free. Good! And what a sensational bucket to bring them within 1.
That is world class.
Incredible shot with everything on the line coming through for his team.
And a big-time playmaker. When the game is up for grabs, give the rock to Giannis.
It's good! And that shot brings them to within just 1.
Game on the line. You need a guy who is willing to step up and deliver that sweet loot.
And in a tight game like this, a technical can be a killer. And he made sure he took advantage of the opportunity there at the line.
Lopez finds Antetokounmpo. It counts.
So strong. Giannis has really added some bulk since entering the league. Helps him absorb the contact.
Williams gets the bucket.
As the game tightens, I like Lou Williams' mentality. Never gets too high or too low.
Pass to Bledsoe. The feed now to Lopez. It's hauled in by the Clippers. 15 seconds left in the 4th quarter of this one. George, that's a 2-pointer. It's off. Antetokounmpo with the ball. Middleton outside. And there's the call on Lou Williams. So that will be his 2nd foul of the game. We're in the bonus. We'll go to the line to shoot 2. He drops the first one, and that makes it a 3-point lead.
And really, the ceiling for Antetokounmpo is limitless. I mean, he has the potential to be a Hall of Famer one day.
There's the knockout blow. No chance of getting up off the canvas now.
And so it's the Bucks who come out on top here. A truly gutsy performance away from home. Thank you, David. Great interview once again. Well, folks, that's going to do it for now.
2K Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the NBA.
Coming right up, the Lakers take... Hi, and welcome, everyone, here on 2K Sports. Hey, Dave.
Kevin, thanks. Anthony Davis was among the top.
Sure does, D.A. Thank you so much. Now, the starting group for the Milwaukee Bucks. Matthews and Middleton, the two wings. Giannis is the 4 with Lopez the 5. And it's Bledsoe in at the 1 spot. And for the Lakers, LeBron and Green make up the backcourt. Davis is out there with Howard. And it's Caldwell Pope in at the small forward position. Now, here's Caldwell Pope. Back to Green. Well, great fans and players alike are excited for tonight. This is just not another game on the schedule.
Clash of the Titans in this one. This will be a great test for both teams.
Bledsoe with it. Lopez outside. And stolen by LeBron. Oh, and here we go. Green's got it. The fast break chance. Howard, the pass to Green. That's good. And so Howard with the assist.
Improving his floor awareness. Howard has a decent sense for when his guys are open.
And so it's Bledsoe. He brings it up for Milwaukee. Kicks it out to Giannis. Good for the basket. Starting off 1 for 1 with that shot.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Yeah, very little resistance. I mean, you had to bring much faster help than that.
Now, here's Caldwell Pope. Here is Howard. Back to Caldwell Pope. They kick it out to Green. 6 to shoot. Howard trying to free himself out.
Oh, you expect him to make those. They've got to do more to get a hand in his face next time.
And we heard Shaquille O'Neal bestow his Superman nickname on Giannis Antetokounmpo, and rightfully so. The Greek Freak, the most dominant paint scorer since Shaq himself.
Now here's Giannis. And it's sent back by Howard.
No trespassing. Howard controlling the defense.
Caldwell Pope finds Davis. Down low. And it's Howard finishing it off.
And in terms of size, not your typical center, but man, he plays as big as any of them thanks to that terrific leaping ability.
And watching Antetokounmpo get to the rim can, GA, take your breath away.
Man, he can go around you, through you, or literally jump right over you. Call him the freak, Superman, what have you. None of it feels like an exaggeration.
Here's Bledsoe after the basket by the Lakers. Giannis right side. Outside for Bledsoe. Milwaukee needs to get off a shot here. Howard with the steal. And here again, Los Angeles in transition. Up the court they go. Got that one up quick.
You can't let that happen defensively. When Green gets the chance to catch and shoot, it's almost automatic.
Bucks trail by 6. Giannis outside. Back to Lopez. Outside for Bledsoe. To the inside. Good for the basket. Starting off 1 for 1 with that shot.
And Bledsoe, one of the most efficient finishers in our league. For a player of his size, he is extremely polished inside.
Now here's Middleton following the miss by Anthony Davis. Bledsoe outside. 1:25 left to play in the first. Here's Antetokounmpo. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2.
You know, we always talk about what a rare talent Giannis is. And it's true. Unrivaled athleticism and versatility.
A platoon swap here for the Lakers. Big group substitution here for Milwaukee. Ilyasova, he's checked in for Lopez. Pat Connaughton comes in for Chris Middleton. Dante DiVincenzo, he's checked in for Wesley Matthews. And George Hill's subbed in for Eric Bledsoe.
Look at Morris break down the defense on this play. If they leave one of his guys open, he's going to get it to him fast.
To the middle. DiVincenzo hits the bucket.
Yeah, another nice bucket down low. They've really been able to work the ball into the post effectively here so far.
Now here's Rondo. McGee dishes to Rondo. Antetokounmpo against McGee. The Lakers need to get a shot off here. Pulls from the top of the key, and that one goes long.
Yeah, and listen, sometimes even the best of us are going to miss the easiest of opportunities.
The putback controls the rebound and puts it back up and in. It's all knotted up.
And with his length and explosiveness, it's never a surprise to see Giannis get points on the offensive glass. Great nose for the ball.
Fantastic ball movement. They're picking them apart with their passing.
Down low. Antetokounmpo finds DiVincenzo. Puts it up from 12. The shot will not fall. 1 quarter in the books, and it's been a close one so far. Lakers on top, up 2. And recently, on the subject of trash talking,
I like to stay locked in to the game and focus.
Greg, as you always say, different guys intimidate in different ways.
And when you have his level of length, athleticism, and skill, you don't need to say a word.
And we hope you're enjoying the game. Both teams tonight keeping things pretty even so far in the scoreboard. And taking a look at the Lakers' performance here, what have they been doing or not doing in the game?
Well, in that first quarter, they were intent on just pounding the ball down low.
Old school approach. I mean, if you have a favorable matchup inside, just keep pounding it in there.
And a chance here presented by Gatorade to see who's on the floor, all fueled up and ready to go for the start of the second quarter. So the Lakers 5 right now. They've got Kyle Kuzma. JaVale McGee is out there with Morris. That's Rajon Rondo. And it's Caruso in at the 2-guard spot. And now another look at that mobile one-block defensive performance.
And he's all over that shot, has it read the whole way and gets the position he needs to make a play.
Up top, DiVincenzo. Passes it to Hill. Boom, he jams it straight down.
Those plays can make a difference in a game like this.
Well, you know it's going to fire up, Greg, everybody on that bench.
And rightfully so. Also, how lackluster was the defense right there with the score this tight? Not the guy you expect to be missing a bucket.
Pass to Morris. Ball's knocked loose, and the Lakers with another turnover here. And Los Angeles will go for a different look here. Davis is checked in for JaVale McGee. Kentavious Caldwell-Pope comes in for Markieff Morris. Danny Green, he's checked in for Alex Caruso. And James subbed in for Rajon Rondo. The Bucks also changing it up. Chris Middleton's checked in for Dante DiVincenzo. Eric Bledsoe is subbed in for George Hill. Here's Williams. And there's Lopez. That's good on the assist by Williams. Lopez has got it all tied up now for Milwaukee.
And sometimes it seems Lopez enjoys scoring through the defense. I mean, it feels like he can tackle any challenge.
Oh, wow!
Nice. And for a big man, Davis has some sweet dunks in his arsenal. Smooth finish.
Korver finds Middleton. Good for the basket. Starting off 1 for 1 with that shot. Today, Greg, we see a lot more friendly rivalries. Does that bother you?
Not at all. I mean, people like to say, well, our era had the rivalries were more bitter. I disagree with that. I think guys are every bit as competitive today as they've ever been.
That's good to hear.
They just also have more exposure and opportunity to be around one another. Kids today growing up, they've been playing against each other since the 5th, 6th grade in national tournaments. When we played, we didn't get to see the other top players around the country. So I think that was one reason why you didn't have a closeness with guys that unless you were on the same team.
Ready to shoot once he catches it. Lopez has tremendous confidence in his scoring ability.
Davis kicks to Green. James against Bledsoe. LeBron passes to Howard. And so it's going to be a 3-second violation out there on the defense. Lakers shooting their 3rd free throw attempt of the game. And the technical free throw is good.
And as he's aged in the league, Anthony Davis's offense has changed. It now much more of a face-up play.
Well, and that's where his game's been heading. His shot has improved, and he can step out to the 3, facing up and letting him use his burst. Lets him maximize what he can do.
Pat Connaughton, he's checked in for the Bucks.
Look at the big fella working on that possession. He knows how to fend guys off and get those rebounds.
1:52 left here in the second. Matthews against Green, and stolen by Howard.
Love when guys are alert and aware of what he does. Great job to prevent the issue.
And that's how to make an impact with defense. Once the steal is made, you know they're going to be scattered.
Here's Bledsoe. His second shot goes in, off to a good start, 2 for 2.
And sometimes it really seems Bledsoe is better finishing through contact, almost like he enjoys the challenge.
Caldwell Pope for 3. No good on the shot, so Milwaukee will take it the other way. Bledsoe right side, pass to Ilyasova. Bledsoe against James. Bledsoe dishes to Ilyasova. Lopez outside. Ilyasova in the post. Who's guarded by Davis. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
Those defenders just look a little bit gassed. I mean, they're getting pushed around on that low block.
Inside, Lopez with the steal. Bledsoe looking it over. And the pass to Connaughton. Over Green. He shoots again. He's off on that one. And the Lakers will go the other way with it. Fast break. The Lakers. Davis has got the ball. James, the pass to Davis. Yes, it's James picking up the assist.
I mean, the passing genius of LeBron coming to the surface. I mean, a look that only a few players in the league can make.
Matthews into the lane, and a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here. It's his first trip to the line. Free throw, good. Matthews. The Bucks making a switch here. Both free throws good from Matthews. And here's Rondo. Morris passes to Kuzma. And Kuzma slams it in.
Backed by an aggressive offensive mindset, Kuzma attacks the rim with force.
Here's Giannis. Up and in on the layup. Antetokounmpo's got the lead up to 1 now for the Bucks. Guys back and forth this first half.
And this could continue to go back and forth the entire way.
And that's it for the first half of action. What's been a very close. Thank you, David. And we'll be back for the third quarter of action following halftime.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, welcome back to 2K Sports. A competitive matchup for Milwaukee in the first quarter. Their biggest deficit was 6 points in the opening period. And that'll do it.
And as we get into this third quarter, as we've seen so far, neither team able to create much separation on the scoreboard yet. You look at Antetokounmpo really making a difference here.
He's done a fantastic job of finding open space to operate within the first few quarters.
Yeah, the offense looks crisp, and guys are hitting their shots.
Setting the floor for the Bucks. The backcourt comprised of Bledsoe and Matthews. Middleton and Giannis are the forward tandem. And it's Lopez in at the center, walking down the middle. Green deciding where to go with it. On the wing, James. He's covered by Matthews. Shot clock at 6. Knocked away. Matthews with the steal. Giannis left side. And Davis sends it back.
You can't take that shot in front of Davis. His reach, his height, his timing. He's never going to.
You gotta love his hustle, leaving the defense no time to react.
And how about then not settling? I mean, instead of being lazy with the shot selection, they go right to the rim.
Kyle Korver, he's checked in for Matthews.
And see what Kentavious Caldwell-Pope changing his approach before last season. He knew he wouldn't need to take on as much of a scoring responsibility.
Yeah, and what a team player, GA. I mean, KCP rededicated himself to defense. He tries to do more with less touches now. And that's the mindset you need to have playing with stars going for a championship.
This is his first trip to the line tonight. Greg, not all drafts are the same in terms of talent, but 2019 was a year to remember.
No doubt about it. I mean, transcendent talent at the top. You think of Zion and Ja, both could be future league MVPs. And the irony is that those two guys were teammates in high school. Go figure.
Yeah, go figure is right. Howard, the dish to Caldwell-Pope. Howard, the pass to Davis. And it's the Bucks on the break. Here's Bledsoe, finished off the break. Bledsoe's got 4 points now in the quarter.
Well, so often we see this transition buckets off turnover.
This is why coaches preach ball security to their teams. That sequence right there.
Middleton against Caldwell-Pope. Middleton can't get it to go. Lakers trail by 4. And they call the foul, so a chance at the line for one more coming up.
Well, the scrawny strength, the skinny strength of Caldwell-Pope catches defenders by surprise. So good at getting fouled and still finding a way to bury the shot.
Catching up on the changes for Los Angeles. Kyle Kuzma's checked in for Howard. Alex Caruso comes in for Danny Green. Rajon Rondo is subbed in for LeBron. Williams, he's checked in for the Bucks. Dante DiVincenzo comes in for Eric Bledsoe. Rondo against Williams. That one goes in.
Wonderful concentration from the agile Williams. He's terrific at getting whatever shot he wants down low.
Lakers have gone 2 of 3 from the field to start the second half. Here's Caldwell-Pope. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. And these are his second and third free throws tonight.
And going back to his numbers from just a season ago, he was knocking it down at a 77% clip.
And Caldwell-Pope is a guy you cannot leave open at any time. He's just a very good shooter from any spot on the floor.
The Lakers making a switch here. McGee's checked in, and then for Milwaukee. Pat Connaughton comes in for Chris Middleton. And George Hill's subbed in for Kyle Korver. It's back to Hill. Passes it to Connaughton. Trying to get open is Lopez. No good from Connaughton.
D making that layup look very uncomfortable for him. Good aggressive work down low.
And they take the lead. And the Lakers lead by 1.
And you see how comfortable Kuzma is from there. I mean, he knows he has the size and touch needed to be effective.
Connaughton passes to Lopez. And he floats in for the easy 2. Credit the assist on that one. Guys, what a back-and-forth game this has been.
And that's already resulted in 7 lead changes.
Nice. And you can't forget about the bunnies on Caldwell-Pope. I mean, this guy is definitely looking to slam it down whenever he gets an opportunity.
Williams against Kuzma. Here's Connaughton. Not going to go that time. Caldwell-Pope with some nice D. Here's Lopez. Now here is Hill. Not a lot of room. Tipped away. Here's Caldwell-Pope. That's in. That's his 5th field goal. He's shooting a hot 71%. 5 for 7. And so Hill will bring it up for the Bucks. They trail by 3. 56 seconds left to play in the third. DiVincenzo against Rondo. Here's Lopez. Excellent D that time there from McGee.
He's not an easy man to stop when he's attacking the basket. The D doing everything he can.
They get it back. Dishes it to Rondo. Another shot. Rebound, Milwaukee. Hill looking it over. The kick out to Williams. And a missed layup.
That's a surprise. I mean, really out of character for him to miss when the defense is not right up on it.
And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. That one on Hill.
Well, you really like seeing Caldwell Pope earning these calls on the shot. I mean, it makes him that much more difficult to guard.
Taking 2 shots.
And Caldwell Pope drops them both. Bledsoe left side. Here's Middleton. Got a hand on it.
And Caldwell Pope just has unreal timing on defense. If you put up something soft, he's going to send it back.
And not so fast. The officials are going to check that shot again and make sure they got it right before we go to the fourth.
And now that we've got...
We'll take a quick break and then back to the action here. And it's time now to bring you our State Farm assist of the game.
And the winner today, the big fella here with the sweetest of dimes. What a plus it is to have a post player who's got this ability to find.
Makes it a tough play to defend because you also have to guard against him taking it himself.
And with these teams locked in a very close contest, this fourth quarter promises to be a good one. LeBron and Green make up the backcourt. Morris is out there with Caldwell Pope, and it's Howard in at the center position. That's the Laker 5. Kicks it down to Middleton. 6 on the shot clock. Over Caldwell Pope. Shot is good, and the Los Angeles leads cut to just 3 points on the basket for Middleton.
And that's right in his wheelhouse, looking to make an impact when it counts.
This is why they go to him in these spots. I mean, they trust his judgment and ability to score down the stretch.
Morris, no good. The Bucks shooting at 50% in a decent groove. Here's Bledsoe, and the call on the shot that sends him to the line. And Eric Bledsoe, a special kind of athlete.
And 3 separate knee surgeries in the rear view, but still so fast, his teammates call him Ferrari. The way he's built, a muscle car might be more accurate.
Anthony Davis is checked in for Dwight Howard. The Bucks also with the sub. Antetokounmpo's checked in.
Morris is such a gifted scorer in the paint. He utilizes both his height and weight to get deep inside.
Bledsoe passes to Antetokounmpo. Middleton can't get it to go. Lakers leading by 3. Morris kicks to Davis. Back to Morris. Out of bounds. Milwaukee takes possession. How about that strong defensive performance for this half's Mobile One block?
Close games can boil down to who makes plays on defense, and that is one heck of a rejection right there.
Pass to Lopez. Just about 1.5 minutes gone by here in the fourth. Middleton outside. Here's Matthews. Takes it down to Middleton. Drops in the layup for 2.
How about the determination from Middleton there? He was not going to let the D win that possession.
Outside, Green. He dishes it to Morris. Matthews against Green. Morris passes to Green. The Bucks working the ball around.
Love to see him battling in there. I mean, go get it, little fella.
Giannis outside. And stolen by LeBron. Green dishes to Davis. Morris left side. Kicks it out to LeBron. The feed to Davis. Lopez grabs the board. And so Giannis will bring it up for the Bucks. A great fourth quarter, just giving up 2 points. Matthews passes to Bledsoe. We've got 1:48 left in the game. Here's Giannis. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. That one on Davis.
Maybe the most highly skilled big man in our league. Giannis is also one of the most frequently fouled bigs in our game.
It's Dwight Howard. He's checked in for the Lakers. Dante DiVincenzo. He's checked in for Milwaukee. James against Bledsoe. LeBron passes to Davis. Uses the glass to finish the layup. And the Lakers lead by 2.
Trustworthy in these types of situations. Give Davis the block.
Middleton the pass to Lopez. Good, and the assist goes to Middleton. Middleton's got 3 assists now in this one.
And these are the spots Lopez has been in before. He knows how to deliver them.
Here's LeBron. Back to Howard. And the wide open shot from Green. Offensive rebound. 1:02 left here in the fourth quarter. Howard finds Green. To the paint. A second chance effort. And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time.
Last thing they want to be doing right now is giving away possessions. I mean, turnovers can kill you in this kind of game.
Bucks have gone 3 of 4 in field goal attempts since getting things started here in the fourth. Middleton outside. He feeds it to Lopez. Count!
And you can't get a bigger bucket than that.
That's why they put the ball in his hands. They know they can count on him to make crucial shots.
Here's Howard. Got it. And tie game. That is a huge basket right there.
He is so experienced in these situations. I love seeing Howard welcome the chance to be the hero.
Antetokounmpo looking it over. No good. Shot missing. And it's the Lakers the other way. About 3 seconds between shot and gameplay. Davis has the open look. And that one hits back iron. And now in transition is Bledsoe. Here we go. Dishes it to Antetokounmpo. Money!
And a big-time playmaker. When the game is up for grabs, give the rock to Giannis.
The drive by James.
At the line for your Lakers, LeBron James. 2 shots.
So the first one drops, and that narrows the gap to 1.
The agility, instincts, the power. I mean, James remains a dominant figure on both ends.
How fantastic was that? One mistake and the game's over, but he gets it done.
Here's Antetokounmpo. Oh, no good. And regulation now complete. We will go to overtime. Live from the Staples Center, you're watching 2K. These teams have battled tooth and nail for 4 quarters, and now we head to overtime. Should be a blast. It'll be Los Angeles off the tip. And so they have the first opportunity on offense right here as we begin overtime. Courtesy of Gatorade. All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineup for us now in overtime. Setting the floor for the Bucks. Middleton and Giannis are the forward tandem. Dante DiVincenzo, he's out there with George Hill. And it's Lopez in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. Hill passes to Giannis. Kicks it down to Middleton. And that'll be and here we go with the coach's challenge. Not surprised in a competitive game like this. And he's disputing the personal foul call.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology, Greg. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able now to challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And so the word is in. They have decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. The double checking, and the game continues on.
The shot's good.
Inside Davis has the upper hand. His height makes getting to his shot that much easier.
Giannis outside. They get the rebound. Pass to DiVincenzo. Kuzma against Middleton. Just 5 to shoot. Lopez kicks to Giannis. Tries it again. Rebounded by Howard. Howard's got 5 rebounds tonight. And so the ball out of bounds. Howard touched it last.
And that could be costly. When the game is hanging in the balance, the last thing you can afford is to turn it over.
Looking at who's out there now for the Lakers. Caldwell Pope comes in for Anthony Davis. And it's Green in for Rajon Rondo. The Bucks also changing it up. Wesley Matthews checked in for Dante DiVincenzo. Eric Bledsoe is subbed in for Hill. Matthews. He gets hauled in by Los Angeles. Howard's got his 6th rebound on the night. Kuzma passes to Howard. It's good, and they get the go-ahead bucket.
This is what great players do. Howard relishes the chance to hit these important shots.
Kicks it down to Middleton, and out of bounds as the Lakers gain possession. And the Lakers making a change here. Davis is checked in. And it's Davis with the ball for Los Angeles. No one near James as he lets it go. Nailed from three-point land. And it's a 5-point Laker lead for Milwaukee. They've gone 0 for 3 since the end of regulation. Not how they were hoping to start out this overtime period.
So strong. Giannis has really added some bulk since entering the league. Helps him absorb the contact.
And it's Green missing. For Milwaukee, they've gone 1 of 4 from the field in the overtime period so far. Giannis, no good. Lakers have gone 3 for 5 for their shot since they got started here in overtime. Caldwell Pope with a wide open look. All 3 off the mark. So it's the Bucks now. It's a 3-point game. Bledsoe finds Giannis. Yes! And what a sensational bucket to bring them within 1.
A solid playmaker. Bledsoe has the vision to take advantage of an imbalanced defense.
And they double up Davis. Lopez with the steal. About 7 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Bledsoe passes to Lopez. Down low. Count it!
And they've got a foul to give here if they need it.
Guys, some great passing from them.
Yeah, everybody's touching it, and you're starting to see the assists pile up because the rhythm is on display offensively.
When the game is on the line, Caldwell Pope stays ready to take the shot. Just a great player to go to in these type of spots.
And Middleton kicks to Antetokounmpo. And Bledsoe has it in the corner. That will count. Oh, the all-or-nothing shot. No good. And so it's the Lakers who... David, thank you as always. And that about wraps it up. For Greg Anthony. Now let's check out our starters for the Los Angeles Lakers. LeBron and Green make up the backcourt. Anthony Davis is out there with Caldwell Pope, and it's Howard in at the center position. And for the Clippers, they've got Ivica Zubac. Kawhi Leonard is out there with Morris. Then it's Patrick Beverley, and it's George in at the shooting guard position. Now here's George. Zubac with it. Now Green defending. The shot by George, wide open. Off the mark there with the three-point shot.
And they had some botched coverage that turned into no coverage.
Outside, Green. Passes to Howard. On the wing, James. 5 to shoot. He kicks to Caldwell Pope. Shoots over Zubac. And a little luck that time, but it drops. Two terrific defenses tonight, Greg. They do it in a variety of ways. It's been hard for either team to score.
You know, strong on ball, in help, in transition, and both coaches doing such a great job of making the adjustments. And listen, the reality is defense still can be a factor in determining who wins and who loses.
And we're seeing it right before our eyes.
Yeah, Paul George showing his offensive confidence right there, just letting that one go as soon as it touches his hands.
Caldwell Pope finds Davis. The Clippers grab the miss.
That's the only kind of defense that's going to cut the mustard here tonight. You got to stay on top of a guy like that who can play at such a high level offensively. Always fun to look at. Not tremendously efficient, but the floater, boy, those sure are pretty.
George has gone 2 of 3 from the field. From deep. That one, no good. And the Lakers will go the other way with it.
And the versatility of Paul George's game, elite defense and rebounding, steals and deflections.
And you think about Paul George moving to several teams, yet still having the impact on both ends of the floor. I think that is a telltale sign that you have an elite talent in Paul George. A great assist there from LeBron, going to try to set the table all night.
Beverley against LeBron. Morris trying to free himself up, and that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle, and 2 shots coming up. He's getting his first free throw attempt of the night right now.
Free throw shooting, not an area he has worried about at all. How about last year, 88% from the line.
Montrezl Harrell, he's checked in for Zubac. The Lakers also with a sub. Kyle Kuzma's checked in for Dwight Howard. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. You know, even though LeBron doesn't go 100% every minute of every game in the season, GA, he still knows when to turn it on.
And for someone at his age, that is something you have to know how to do. You can see when LeBron kicks it into that next gear. Can't keep it on all the time, but he's still able to take over when he needs to.
JaVale McGee's checked in for the Lakers. Now here's Harrell. The 3 from George. And again, no good by the Clippers. Fast break, the Lakers. Kuzma with the ball. And Caldwell Pope gets the basket.
And running with a full head of steam, but completely under control.
Yeah, you think he's comfortable at that speed. He's done it so many times before. Just an absolute blur in transition, and that helps get the rhythm going.
On the night, he's gone 2 for 2 at the stripe. That free throw good from George.
With Paul George, it's pretty awesome. You get the whole package. You get great scoring. You get good playmaking and rebounding. You get a defender with active hands. And there's a lot of things about Paul George that can elevate everything you do to have great team success.
Catching up on the changes for the Clippers. Green, he's checked in for Marcus Morris. Andrew Shamet comes in for Leonard. Lou Williams is subbed in for Patrick Beverley.
Trickery of Rondo. You know he loves to go for those floaters from time to time.
Williams passes to Green. From deep, George. They get it back. Harrell. Williams with a clean look. Clippers working now with the new shot clock.
Well, the D doesn't seem to be too worried about him from three-point range, and he shows us why still. I expect him to make one of those.
Now here's Rondo. Feeds it to McGee. The pass to Caruso. The Lakers need to get a shot off here. Shot from the wing. Whoops, there's the 24-second shot clock violation, so they'll turn it over. And the Clippers making a switch here. Jackson's checked in. And here's Green. He'll bring it up for the Los Angeles Clippers. Now Jackson to the inside. And it's Harrell missing.
We're not going to see that very often. The defense in the vicinity, but still, he's not one to blow layups.
Rondo kicks to Morris. Pass to Caruso. Inside, McGee. The lead pass was put in just the right spot.
And their post play has been really solid right off the bat.
And out of bounds as the Lakers gain possession.
Now that's two teammates who need to reintroduce themselves to one another, not on the same page.
Off the inbound. Green with the rebound. The Clippers trail. To the middle. Here's Shamet. Rebounded by McGee. The Lakers have gone 5 of 7 today so far. Nice shooting to get this game underway. 5-second differential between the shot clock and the game clock. Kuzma, right side. Rondo with it. Williams picks him up. Morris passes to McGee. Gets himself open and drills it.
Really heads up there. A play where you locate the best open pass and then you get it there for an easy bucket.
Green, no luck. And JaMychal Green picks up the foul. That is his first foul of the game. 6 seconds left in the first. From the arc. That shot off. And so the first quarter is in the books. Lakers on top. They finish off. Well, Greg, we know he's already a solid scorer, but Kyle...
The biggest area of growth would definitely be on the defensive end.
Now having played with superstars, Kuzma is learning what it takes to win.
He's getting only so many shots per game, so I applaud him for finding other ways to contribute to his team with an eye toward the greater goal.
And hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far, halfway through the first half in this one. And what stands out to you from the Lakers in this one?
Well, their effort on the defensive end has set the tone for this game.
Yeah, defense has been infectious here as everybody stepping up aggressively on that end.
JaMychal Green is out there with Harrell. Then it's Williams. Then there's Landry Shamet. And it's Jackson in at the point guard position. So that's the lineup on the floor for the Clippers. Pass to Green. Over Morris. Low block shot on the way. Green, no luck. And JaMychal Green picks up the foul. That's foul number 2 for him. Big group substitution here for the Clippers. Zubac is checked in for Montrezl Harrell. Morris comes in for JaMychal Green. Leonard, he's checked in for Landry Shamet. And it's Patrick Beverley in for Williams. And then for the Lakers. And Anthony Davis is checked in for Markieff Morris. Caldwell Pope comes in for Kyle Kuzma. And James subbed in for Alex Caruso. Caldwell Pope dishes to Davis. Just 4 to shoot. Howard, the pass to LeBron. And here's Caldwell Pope. Misses the 3.
And the Croatian big man, Ivica Zubac, a big hip-hop fan. His teammates call him Zupac.
It's amazing that he was traded from the Lakers to the Clippers, so still home games here at Staples Center.
Pass to Davis. Lakers passing it around. Caldwell Pope passes to Green. Outside for Davis. Now here's Caldwell Pope. James right side. Over Jackson. Howard trying to free himself up. And he hits it just before the shot clock expires.
They are just killing him on the interior.
And Leonard has it in the corner. Howard with it. Guarded now by Jackson. And it's slammed in by Davis.
We tend to forget that AD started out as a point guard when he was in high school, showing off his speed and ability in the open court on that break.
Yeah, and there it is again. On a lot of their possessions this first half, they've established great inside position.
James kicks to Caldwell Pope. Green against Beverly. The drive by Green. Davis. Good, and it's Green picking up the assist. Davis has got the lead up to 6 now for the Lakers.
Yeah, that was the third straight high percentage look the defense has allowed. The defenders have got to start putting bodies on bodies.
Lets it go with a 3. The Lakers rebound. Howard, the pass to LeBron. Second chance shot. And there's the nice layup by Howard. And it's an 8-point Laker lead.
Yeah, not easy trying to keep Howard off the offensive boards. He excels at using his muscles and his size to get great positioning.
And hard work on the glass. Once again, guys, they put a lot of effort and focus on the backboard.
And here's James outside. They get it again. A chance to extend the lead to double digits, but it's no good. Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off.
Lakers leading by 8. Caldwell Pope with a wide open look. He goes up again. Howard finds Davis. Caldwell Pope for 3. Howard, good. Howard's got 4 this quarter.
And Matador defense, that's one of the easiest shots he is ever going to see.
Yeah, feels like Christmas right now, just gift wrapping points.
Up the floor. The fast break ends at the rim with a jam.
A good decision right there from Dwight. Excellent awareness on that particular play.
Here's Jackson. Howard with the steal. And up the floor again for the Lakers running the court. There's 31 seconds left in the second quarter. Outside, Green. The pass to Howard. Back to James. Davis kicks to Green. James looking it over. The tray. Wow, drew the cut. And here we go. Coach's challenge happening right now. This one in regards to the personal foul. Seeing if that was the right call.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Greg, indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replays, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving at. And how fast the action really is, and how hard it can be sometimes, you know, Greg, to make the right call. And so the word is in. They have decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. The double checking, and the game continues on.
And he hits the first of 3.
Well, we watch LeBron and we marvel at him, but how hard that LeBron James works at his craft and continues to push the bar for himself physically is one of the things that you have to appreciate the most.
And so it's the Los Angeles Lakers sitting with a comfortable lead, up by 14.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
A competitive matchup for the Lakers in the first quarter. They had a 4-point advantage at the end of the period. And that'll...
And with the second half upon us, we'll find out if this game becomes the route that it's threatening to be. Paul George really making a difference here.
And the way he goes at defenders, he is bound to get to the line just like he did there in that first half.
Yeah, almost inviting contact, that attack mentality on full display.
Third quarter action getting rolling right now, brought to you by Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Here's who's on the floor. Taking a look at the Lakers. LeBron and Green make up the backcourt. Howard is out there with Davis, and it's Caldwell Pope in at the small forward position. And the rejection by Zubats. He drains it as the shot clock ticks down. Around the free agent race last year, for your money, Greg, who would you have rather taken? Kawhi and PG, Kevin Durant and Kyrie.
I'll tell you what, it's a tough call. You know, Kawhi's got a couple finals MVPs. KD's got a couple. Kyrie's got a ring. It's a tough call. I mean, PG is more than capable, man. I think it's a toss-up, partner.
I agree. Yep, I'm going to agree with you. And here's Davis for three. The Lakers get it back in a new 14. Clippers trail by 16. And it's George finishing it off.
Yeah, Paul George will take those opportunities anytime he can get them. A nice dunk there.
Outside for Caldwell Pope. Pass to James. Back to Caldwell Pope. Fires for three. They kick it out to Green. Three-pointer. That shot by Caldwell Pope, no good.
Maybe a time to rest him right now. Just give him a bit of a breather. Try to help him get back on track.
Leonard, no luck. And so James will bring it up for the Lakers. They've only allowed 2 points so far here in the second half. Green passes to James from outside the arc. And the Lakers get it back.
Yeah, maybe a little luck, maybe a little bit of heart. Both of those at play here. He's getting every offensive rebound.
A different look for the Clippers. Harrell, he's checked in for Zubats. Lou Williams is subbed in for Patrick Beverly. The Lakers also making some changes. JaVale McGee comes in for Dwight Howard. And it's Alex Caruso in for Green.
And they've won the rebound battle so far, and it's translated to the scoreboard.
Yeah, it's not just about stopping the offense in the scouting report. It's about knowing where to be when those shots are going to be missed. And they're doing a nice job on the rebounding.
James wide open. The offensive rebound. Davis kicks to Caruso. Shoots over Leonard.
Let this be a reminder, when you're going up for a shot, it's always important to know where Kawhi Leonard may be lurking.
Oh, how about the finesse there? Nice little gentle touch on the board.
And you know, when you have that gentle touch, those tip-ins are easy to come by. Here's Caruso. A three-pointer is right on target. Caruso's got his second basket of the night.
Oh, you know, Davis, and he knows, is going to draw the attention of multiple defenders, and that time connects with a teammate to get it done.
And it's all about the release when you shoot the floater.
The three from Davis. Kicks it out to James. Outside, Davis. Over Williams. And James gets it to go on the assist by Davis. LeBron's got 8 points.
And look at it. A significant portion of their offense coming on those second chance opportunities.
Outside for George. Shoots the three. Hits the three-point bomb. George has got 5 points now this quarter.
He can be just lethal from the perimeter. Even though he didn't get good looks in the first quarter, will that make right there? That could change things.
Caldwell Pope finds McGee. For three. But they recover it.
Oh, tough play underneath there to give them another possession. Just what they were hoping for. A little more time off the clock.
If he's going to keep shooting, they've got to run some plays for him. Screens, pick and rolls, anything they can do to get him started.
Here's what the Clippers are going with right now. JaMychal Green, he's checked in for Marcus Morris. And Landry Shamet subbed in for Kawhi Leonard. And then for the Lakers, Morris is checked in for Anthony Davis. Kyle Kuzma comes in for Caldwell Pope. Rajon Rondo subbed in for LeBron.
If you told me this was the kind of game he was going to have, I would not have expected them to be in front right now.
Guys, that's just really unstoppable. He poses a ton of matchup problems for whomever he's facing.
Caruso kicks to Morris. Caruso, the pass to McGee. Oh, middle. Morris in position, and it's out of bounds. They say it was last touched by McGee.
Looked like a simple play and turned into a turnover. Can't give away possessions like that.
Reggie Jackson's checked in for Paul George. Danny Green, he's checked in for the Lakers. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
That's a smart play Jackson will keep going back to. He knows he'll make it to the rim, get fouled, or maybe both.
And good on the second, so he makes them both. Lakers leading by 10. Here's Caruso. And again, no good by the Lakers. And here comes Jackson leading the fast break. And it's Beverly missing. And so it's the Los Angeles Lakers going into the break with a 10-point lead. They played the better game so far, but their work is far from over. Right back after. Fourth quarter of action is upon us. Thanks as always for joining us. The Clippers shooting just 35%. They've got to get better looks. Patrick Beverly out there with Reggie Jackson. Then there's Harrell. And it's Green. And it's Shamet in at the 3 spot. So that's the lineup on the floor for the Clippers. Morris with the block. To the paint. Stolen by Jackson. Here's Shamet. And it's blocked.
Oh, that's merciless. Kuzma plays with such competitive energy.
And it looks like, yep, it's a coach's challenge on the personal foul. That triggers a replay review by the officials.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Greg, indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replays, and you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving at, and how fast the action really is, and how hard it can be sometimes, you know, Greg, to make the right call. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. The double checking, and the game continues on.
Big group substitution here for the Clippers. Morris is checked in for Jermichael Green. Paul George comes in for Landry Shamet. Leonard, he's checked in for Patrick Beverly. Lou Williams is subbed in for Reggie Jackson. All right, let's catch up with our sideline reporter, David Aldridge.
Thanks, guys. I was able to hear Frank Vogel talk to his team during the break. He said, I want us to play as though we're behind. We're good when we play with urgency. We're bad when we become complacent. Don't become complacent. Let's go, guys.
And the Lakers making a change here. Davis is checked in. Howard's shot is good. Hey, Greg, you played in a different era of NBA defense. When you look at how defense is played now in the league, how do you feel about it?
You know, Kevin, I think the introduction of the zone, by and large, has been great. You get a lot more switching. And I think it brings more skill into the game. Don't get me wrong. I do miss the physicality that we had back in the 90s. But I tell you what, right now, my body wishes I had the opportunity to play in this era.
I bet it does. And the Clippers making a change here. Zubats is checked in. Clock is at 3. The shot by Rondo is no good. Clippers trail by 11. Here's George. That one's not going to go. Kuzma with the defensive effort. We've gone about a minute and a half into the fourth quarter. Howard finds Davis. And there's the call on Lou Williams. That's his first foul. Zubats against Howard. Just 5 to shoot. And Davis wide open. He shoots.
Not great numbers, but great effort in this one. Sounds funny, but I think he's been a positive for them.
And it's George missing. And George gets the whistle that time. That is his first foul of the game. Some changes for the Lakers. Caldwell Pope, he's checked in for Kyle Kuzma. And James subbed in for Rajon Rondo. LeBron kicks to Green. And again, the Lakers no good. And so it's Williams who brings it up for the Clippers. A great fourth quarter, just giving up 2 points. It's stolen by Davis. Caldwell Pope up top. Just under 2.5 minutes gone here in the final quarter. Over George. Here's Howard. They kick it out to Green. In the corner, it's James. And the rejection by Zubac. Morris into the lane. And he uses the glass on the layup. Morris has got it back down to a single-digit deficit for the Clippers. Pulls up on the wing. And Davis with the basket on the assist by LeBron. LeBron's got 4 assists now tonight. Williams against LeBron. Here's Leonard. Lays it up off the glass.
Well, being aggressive in the painted area, you love the attacking element that Kawhi Leonard brings to the game.
Davis, the pass to James. Lakers passing it around. For 3, Caldwell Pope sinks the triple. And the Lakers lead by 12. The Clippers running out of time. The 3 from George. The Lakers with the rebound. Earlier in the game, they had a 19-point lead. Outside Howard. Headshot off. So the Clippers will take it the other way. To the inside. Out to Morris. George looking around. Fires from deep. Rebound the Lakers. Davis has got rebound number 8 now on the night. Howard, the pass to Green. It's hauled in by Zubac.
He missed that one, but I've seen him drill shots from that distance in warm-up.
Oh, no, I know he can make it, but that's warm-ups, so maybe just a step too far.
No question, he got bumped on that shot.
Now, quiet is Kawhi Leonard, but don't let that mistake itself for a lack of competitiveness. He has that desire and drive to continue to get better.
Guys, I think this is a game they have to feel good about as we wind through the final moments here in what looks to be a solid win for the Lakers.
The key here, guys, was second chance points.
They pounded the offensive glass and won the scrambles for loose balls, giving them plenty of added opportunity.
And guys, one of the steady and outstanding players putting in another impressive performance. It was a big-time outing for LeBron.
Serving up feeds all night long. He was the best teammate that they had on the floor.
Traditionally, that's how you want to finish the break, right at the rim.
Yeah, anything other than a layup in that situation, probably disappointing. Had numbers, took advantage.
And that's just great work there to get in the shooter's space and then go and corral.
There he goes!
You don't want to be jumping on a play like that. No. Wow, he was up there, Kevin. Well, not only looking at Paul George get up, look at the guys on the bench loving it from PG.
Guys, let's just go ahead and call this one. It's over.
You want to keep expending energy, or do you want to start thinking about the next one? Yeah, Paul George sharpening his swords now. Love to see him take that shot.
Williams kicks to Leonard. He's looking for Williams and finds him. Can't cash in from close range. And so the Lakers take the win. They seem to relish their role as the bad guy here tonight.
You know, Kevin, I sense that as well. I mean, they really did feed off.
All right, David, thank you. And that'll do it, folks. For Brent Barry, Greg Anthony, and David look at our settings tonight. And nothing.
Hey, Kevin.
Very dangerous indeed. David, thanks. Here are the starters for Los Angeles. They've got Ivica Zubac. Morris is out there with Kawhi Leonard. Then it's Patrick Beverley. And it's George in at the 2. And for the Bucks, the backcourt comprised of Bledsoe and Matthews. Giannis is the 4 with Lopez the 5. And it's Middleton in at the small forward. The shot, no good. The Bucks go the other way with it. Here's Giannis. And Giannis throws it down.
And how about the power of Antetokounmpo? Dynamite whenever he takes it to the rim.
George way outside. Rebound Giannis Antetokounmpo.
He missed that one, but I've seen him drill shots from that distance in warm-up.
Well, that looked to me, guys, like a heat check and was maybe a step out of his range.
Now, here is Morris. That was terrific.
My goodness. And you know what? For me, these dunks show exactly how great an athlete George is. I mean, sometimes you're surprised that the basket doesn't come down with the force he punches it with.
Stolen by Beverley. And pushing it up. Here's Los Angeles. Here's George. And it's George finishing it off.
Well, I tell you what, George has tremendous bounce ability. It's always fun to see him launch and throw it down.
Bledsoe finds Middleton. And it's Lopez at the elbow. Nice ball movement by Milwaukee. And it's Antetokounmpo penetrating.
It all started with the pass. That's what coaches love to see, ball movement.
Pass to Morris. Good for the basket. Starting off 1 for 1 with that shot.
Love the unselfishness of Beverley. I mean, when he sees his teammate wide open, he quickly gets him the ball.
And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
And really the defense fouling there to prevent the layup, but that's exactly what you need to do.
It is. I mean, no reason to back off and give him the layup. You're much better off making him go to the line.
The Clippers have gone 3 of 5 shooting the ball so far. Here's George, and George with the stuff.
Just befuddling body control from George. I mean, taking the hit like a man and still getting all the way to the basket.
Now here's Lopez. Shoots from 14. Middleton inside the three-point line. Milwaukee, no good that time either. The Clippers have gotten 4 of 6 field goal attempts to drop in the first quarter.
And it's good to see George concentrate on getting the ball to the open man. Excellent floor awareness.
Beverley against Bledsoe. Middleton outside. Lopez inside. The kick out to Matthews. Bledsoe outside. 6 to shoot. Back to Giannis. And the Bucks miss again.
Usually, guys, he's going to knock that one down from there. Proficient at operating in that medium range area.
Morris finds George. Second shot opportunity. He lays it in. That's now 8 points for Paul George.
Yes, excellent determination there from George. This wasn't going to be denied. Fighting off the physical contact and nailing the shot over good defense.
And guys, he's not an easy man to stop when he's got the rim in his sights.
Never has been, never will be. He is a determined finisher.
And guys, I like the fact that he chose the one-hand tomahawk slam because you get a little higher when you go off one hand and 1 foot.
And the shot goes down. George has got 10 points in the game. Greg, 11 years for you in the NBA. You had to have some favorite players that you played besides and with.
You know, it's a great call, and there were a ton of them. A few guys, though, will. So Gary Payton, I got a chance to play with Gary for a year and have known him. We used to go at it in high school. And it's really about his personality. This is a guy that constant chatter, practice on the court. That's what fed his confidence. Charles Oakley, another guy, he would run through a wall or through you to win a game. And then Scottie Pippen later in my career, just a winner and somebody who I competed against for many years, but then having the opportunity to play with up close, I got a greater appreciation for his skill set. Yeah, they have gone full throttle from the opening tip, showing no signs of letting up.
And, you know, when you've got a chance to put a team away early, you got to take it.
Now Now here's Lopez. Good, and the assist goes to Giannis.
Boy, I love the unselfishness there. I mean, if you're open Antetokounmpo, make sure you get the ball.
In the corner, George with it. Shoots over Matthews. Back to Morris. On the wing, George. It falls for his 7th bucket of the contest. He's 7 for 9.
And they have owned the paint so far, and the score reflects it.
And, you know, establishing that physical dominance early gives you a big mental edge, too. Don't discount that.
And wait to finish and cut into that lead a little bit.
Yeah, but look at the basket guy still shaking.
Well, I tell you what, he loaded up as much power as he could behind that two-hander.
And the rejection by Zubac. Tries again. And it's wide right. Hits off the rim. And so it's Los Angeles going into the break with a 10-point lead. Their defense has been terrific in this game. Back to the action after this word. And regarding the mental aspect of the game, Giannis Antetokounmpo.
Definitely the game has slowed down a lot for me.
Well, Greg, that might be why they put up so many points. They all know the roles. They've got the right recipe for everything they want to do on offense.
Yeah, his awareness plus unselfishness puts defenders in a no-win situation.
And glad to have you with us, folks. Second quarter of basketball. This game has not exactly been neck and neck, but plenty of time left in this one. In a moment to look at the scoring approach in terms of where the points are coming from for the Clippers.
With the aggression they're showing early on, I mean, they're driving it to the hoop with authority and force.
And that's what's created a rhythm for them offensively. That's also why you see them knocking down.
Look at that.
Oh, my goodness. Watch out. Boy, when George is this aggressive with his offense, it's a sight to behold when he gets rolling. Let's get out of the way and let him have the marquee.
Paul George with the steal. And now in transition, here's Williams. Here we go. Yep, that one goes in there. Williams has got the lead up to 12 now for Los Angeles.
How many times have we seen a possession like that from them today, ending with a basket coming off a pretty pass?
Well, when you look at the assist totals, heck, they've been clearly the better team.
At 7 feet tall, dunking is very easy for Lopez. Once he's this deep, the defense is in trouble.
Outside for George. And the rebound goes to Lopez. Well, the Bucks shooting around 41% on the night.
And last season, just some phenomenal shooting numbers for George Hill. Bart, you know him well from your days in Indiana.
Certainly do, and have great admiration and respect for George. He's a business-like pro. He's the epitome of what it is to be a pro. Consistent work ethic, understands himself, always looking to improve, knows his role, and has always had a calming and stabilizing influence for every team that he's played on. Tell you what, when Hill slices in like this, puts a lot of pressure on the defense and almost forces them to foul.
The Bucks shooting their 3rd and 4th free throw shots of the night. A different look for Milwaukee. Marvin Williams has checked in for Ilyasova. And it's Korver in for Pat Connaughton. Reggie Jackson's checked in for the Clippers. Williams with the block. And is out of bounds to the Clippers as the Clippers retain possession. Quarter number 2. We're about 2 minutes in.
An effective defender. Lopez is very good at contesting shots without fouling shooters.
Outside Williams. Over Green. And again, the Bucks miss. Clippers leading by 10. One-on-one here. Shots good by Williams. Williams has got 4 points this quarter.
Keep on running if it's working. They haven't been slowed up at all here on their fast break.
Hill passes to Korver. Inside. And Lopez throws it down hard.
And Korver, a team-first guy. When one of his guys is open, he wastes no time in delivering the pass.
Jackson gets the bucket.
And they're passing the ball very crisply here.
Here's Hill. Played in with a nice touch off the glass.
That was big because they dug a big hole in the first quarter, but starting to show signs of life.
Sometimes, for whatever reason, a lot of times you don't know why. It takes a little while to work the knots out, but it looks like they're putting it together right now.
Green, it's good on the putback. And the Clippers lead by 12.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Yeah, and that's 4 straight field goals now they've allowed from point-blank range. Can't happen.
Count that bucket. Williams has got his first basket.
And their shots are falling now with more regularity than we saw at first.
Well, it was a slow start, but they've gone from simmer to medium heat, and they're bordering on hot to close this gap.
Green with the block, and he gets it back. Korver against Williams. Korver, no luck. Los Angeles leading by 10.
And don't sleep on Williams's ability to create for others. That's a veteran play.
Score the basket, his third after 5 shots.
And I like the fact that he really was unfazed by that scoreless first quarter, and now you can see him getting into a rhythm.
Williams attacking. Lopez outside. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
And the fun-loving personality Lopez has makes him a likable teammate. It's clear that they love playing with him.
Big group substitution here for Milwaukee. Lopez, he's checked in for Hill. Antetokounmpo comes in for Marvin Williams. Chris Middleton's checked in for Kyle Korver. And Wesley Matthews subbed in for Dante DiVincenzo. Big group substitution here for the Clippers. Zubac is checked in for Montrezl Harrell. Morris comes in for Green. Kawhi Leonard is checked in for Landry Shamet. And it's Patrick Beverley in for Lou Williams. The putback. Great positioning on the putback.
A slight rebound advantage for them. One more column in their favor, and it's all adding up.
Well, you take a look at all of the stats, the team stats, that is, and that's one of the many areas that they've had the advantage. And as a result, they've got a big lead.
And Jackson throws it down hard.
It's easy to forget about Jackson's bunnies, but he's more than happy to remind you.
And so it's the Los Angeles Clippers with a 14-point lead. Thanks so much, David, and we'll step away briefly, but get you right back out here for the...
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, everybody, welcome to the 2K. An outstanding first quarter for Paul George. He had 16 points, and for the Clippers, and that...
And with a big gap on the scoreboard, the second half begins with very different goals for these teams. One side trying to mount a comeback, one side trying to protect their lead. You look at Paul George in this game, guys, he's been everywhere.
No problems fighting his way to the rim in this one. A lot of points in close.
Yeah, you know what, guys? They gave him too many free runs to the hoop in the first half. I think they've got to be a lot tougher on him. Body him up. Be physical with him.
Giannis is the 4 with Lopez the 5. The backcourt comprised of Bledsoe and Matthews. And it's Middleton in at the 3 spot. That's the group for Milwaukee right now. Here's Middleton. He's still scoreless so far in this one. Bledsoe outside. Clock at 6. And looking back at what was a stellar career, Greg, if there was one thing you could have done differently, do you have anything on your mind?
You know, I would have loved to have had the opportunity to finish my career in New York. That was a special place, a special time. Unfortunately, that didn't transpire, but that's the one thing that stands out. That and obviously not winning a championship.
I can understand both of them.
Yes.
And it's Bledsoe off the drive. 2 points. That one goes.
Love how Bledsoe mixes it up. I mean, proving how dangerous that floater of his can be.
Little over a minute gone here in the second half. And here's Beverly. Lopez with the steal, and out of bounds as the Clippers gain possession. Ilyasova, he's checked in for Milwaukee. Pat Connaughton comes in for Wesley Matthews. Clippers leading by 14. George, no good.
Tell you what, that is a missed opportunity from mid-range for sure. With as little defense as was shown, should have made that one.
Here's Ilyasova. The Clippers grab the miss. Zubac has got rebound number 5 here tonight. Lob pass to George. An emphatic alley-oop jam.
I tell you what, mind-blowing experience when you look at Paul George as a dunker. This guy makes alley-oops look easy.
To the left wing. Down low. Lopez kicks to Connaughton. Here's Leonard. That falls. Nice feed that time from George. George has got his 4th assist with that last one here tonight. Here's Connaughton. And it's sent back by George.
Terrific focus from George there, reading the shooter the entire way through. A great shot block.
It's good.
No doubt about the consistency when it comes to scoring the basketball for him tonight. A real nice lift for their offense.
There's the pass to Middleton. Plays it up and banks it in.
And the quickness of Middleton on the drive is really remarkable. I mean, he gets to the bucket so fast.
Bucks trail by 18. Bledsoe passes to Ilyasova. Good work defensively by Morris.
That is some tough defense there against one of the better finishers in our game.
Got a piece of it. And here's the break. Lopez kicks to Connaughton. Bledsoe against Beverly. And the jam by Bledsoe.
Bledsoe always bringing that uber intensity. Real force that time on the finish as he drove inside.
Beverly the pass to Zubac. Second half here. We're just over 3.5 minutes into it.
Unwilling to let up even for a moment. That's his killer instinct, just fanning the flames.
Yeah, I love the fact he doesn't play the score. He just keeps coming, attack mode. He doesn't know how to step off the gas pedal.
Paul George with the steal. Stolen by Bledsoe. Lopez finds Ilyasova.
Set him up well there. Brook Lopez showing his vision and willingness as a passer.
Middleton against Beverly. Here's George. Here's Zubac. Outside for George. And the 3 off target.
Yeah, and you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
Here's Connaughton, defended by George. And here comes Leonard, leading the fast break. And it's George finishing it off.
Yeah, I love the court awareness from Kawhi there. Dependable at getting it to his uncovered teammates.
Deflects the pass. Passes it to Connaughton. And the foul called on Marcus Morris. That's his first foul.
You know what? Tried to step in and cut him off, but just didn't get there quick enough.
Yeah, he was one step late that time.
A platoon swap here for Milwaukee. Big group substitution here for the Clippers. Harrell, he's checked in for Zubac. Landry Shamet comes in for Marcus Morris. Lou Williams is checked in for George. And it's Jackson in for Patrick Beverly.
Tell you what, you've got to get to Korver right away. This guy has unlimited range and a lightning quick release.
Probably as close to a sure thing as you can have at the free throw line.
Williams in the post. And he drops in the layup off the glass. Williams has got 8 points.
Well, I tell you what makes him such a great scorer. He's an excellent ball handler, too. Kind of lulls you to sleep like a little snake charmer, then strikes. Boom!
Well, through 3 quarters of play, down double digits, it may be difficult to overcome. The Clippers on top. They lead by 18. And fourth quarter. Now let's take a look at our assist of the game presented by State Farm.
And how about the big fella here showing us he's got some point guard skill here with the tremendous setup.
Hey, that was a high-level pass no matter what position it came from. But it does make it stand out a little more when it's made by the big fella.
And there may not be a lot of drama down the stretch as we head into the fourth quarter, but stranger things have happened. And on the floor for the Clippers here in the fourth. They're down low at 4 with Harrell in the middle. Williams is out there with Reggie Jackson. And it's Shamet in at the small forward position.
Boy, the overwhelming strength of Giannis just excels at fighting his way through the defense. Very impressive.
Williams passes to Harrell. And Harrell slams it in.
Well, I'll tell you what, his vertical is awesome, off the charts. A short center who still makes his presence felt.
And it's out of bounds. They say it was last touched by Hill.
And that's just carelessness there. I mean, you have got to have your head in the game.
Wesley Matthews checked in for George Hill. Shamet kicks to Leonard. Shoots from the elbow. The rebound by the Bucks. Giannis high post. Leonard's there, and he gets it to go as they call the foul. He's on his way to the line for one more.
Boy, for such a young player, the razor-sharp focus of Antetokounmpo, really impressive. I mean, a muscular guy who still makes baskets despite getting hit in the process. He's not wide, but he is muscular. Boy, you've got to appreciate the passing there. Results in a great look.
Wesley Matthews on the wing. Just over a minute played here in the fourth. And stolen by Harrell. Jackson finds Leonard. Here's Shamet. Off target from outside. And so it's Williams who brings it up for the Milwaukee Bucks. Trailing by 17. And the foul called on Antetokounmpo. That's his first foul.
Oh, great defense there. Anticipated the play and got there first.
And not afraid to put his body on the line either. He took a shot for the team in that situation.
Here's what Milwaukee's going with right now. Lopez comes in for Marvin Williams. And Middleton subbed in for Kyle Korver. Leonard against Giannis. Second chance shot, and it's laid up and in by Middleton.
Well, I tell you what, Middleton getting his hands dirty inside on the glass. We know he can shoot it from outside, but inside points a bonus.
Loads it up there for Harrell, and out of bounds as the Bucks gain possession. Greg, I think of you in a New York Knicks uniform, legendary arena you played in. What was that experience like?
Kevin, intense. I remember the first time I suited up in a preseason game. We played the Dallas Mavericks. Both teams went up and down the court 3 times and nobody scored, and the fans started booing. And that's when I knew this is a little bit different. You better bring your A game.
And thicker skin, correct?
That too, yeah. Fortunately, there was no social media or internet back then. Goodness gracious. You know, if you're only looking at the way he's played offensively, you think his team would have the lead.
And Harrell slams it in.
And that assist got him a little nod from his teammate after that one.
Bucks trail by 13. Middleton left side. Shoots over Leonard. Middleton can't get it to go.
Well, that's a rare miss for him inside. He may have just rushed it a bit, maybe lost concentration too.
Back to Harrell. Yes, that goes in. And the Clippers lead by 15.
Guys, not much more a defender can do in that situation. Harrell with the focus and the strength to just power through the contact. And a hard finish there, guys.
Yeah, and only one hand needed for that one.
Sometimes that's all you need.
Loads it up there for Harrell.
Oh, Kevin, get a load of that one. Take that play and put it in the alley-oop textbook, boys.
Perfectly done. You're right. He put it on a platter for him.
And a nice touch on the finish.
Middleton right side. Outside Matthews. Giannis against Harrell. Shot clock at 5. Antetokounmpo, no good. Los Angeles leading by 15.
And guys, what we saw here tonight is one side having everything going for them, huge margin of victory for Los Angeles.
Not only did they shoot the ball better, but they had more assists.
Yeah, I thought the passing in terms of finding the open man gave them the higher percentage shots. The ball movement was key for the win.
And you know, when you look at the huge impact he had, just a monster game for George.
Every time he shot it, it seemed like it was going to drop in. And if it didn't, everyone was surprised.
And it's going to be out of bounds. The Clippers will retain possession.
Great instincts from him to get a hand on that pass and tip it out.
And, you know, even though they didn't come up with the steal, that's still a nice defensive play.
Eric Bledsoe's checked in for Dante DiVincenzo. The Clippers also changing it up. Mann's checked in, and it's Patrick Beverley in for Reggie Jackson. And it's Brook Lopez with the foul. That is his first foul of the game. And the Bucks with some changes. 46 seconds left in the game. But they'll get another chance.
And that long rebound just falls right back into their hands. That'll reset the shot clock.
On offense here, the Bucks. 15-point game. And stolen by Harrell. Now here's Beverly. Banked in off the glass.
They just blocked out the noise, kept on grinding, and this is their reward.
Boy, a fantastic performance. And I tell you something, I mean, you get roadkill, that's always a challenge in the NBA, no matter what. And they got it done.
Hill finds Ilyasova. Milwaukee, no good that time either. Now Beverly. George, that's a two-pointer. No good there. So it's Los Angeles winning this one easily. All right, David, great job. Thanks so much. And that'll wrap it up, folks.